Have you ever considered just how huge the creatures on Earth really are? Are human beings the pinnacle of evolution, or are there animals more impressive than us? While we may be nature's masterpiece, we pale in comparison to the sheer size of giant mammals. In today's world, we won't find the largest creatures on land, but in hidden places we can't get to, hidden away by people for a reason that is unknown. After the extinction of the dinosaurs, mammals seized their opportunity to dominate the Earth. Among them, giants began to emerge. Colossal creatures ruled the Earth, their huge footsteps shaking the ground beneath them. Where the oceans are home to behemoths so large that their hearts alone are the size of cars. A world where creatures of impossible size shape the entire ecosystems with their very existence. These giant mammals, both past and present, remind us of the incredible diversity of life that has existed on our planet. They are a testament to the power of evolution, adapting to fill ecological niches and thrive in environments ranging from icy tundras to tropical forests and deep oceans. This isn't a fantasy realm or a scene from a science fiction movie. This is our world, both as it once was and as it still is today. Life on Earth, few creatures capture our imagination quite like the colossal mammals that roam our planet. Standing at the edge of an African savanna, in the distance, a massive shape emerges from the golden haze. It's an African bush elephant, the largest land animal alive today. As it draws closer, you realize its tusks alone are longer than you are tall. These magnificent creatures can weigh up to 13,000 pounds, as much as 3 large SUVs combined. Their trademark trunks, a marvel of evolution, contain over 40,000 muscles and can lift objects weighing nearly 800 pounds. The ground beneath your feet begins to tremble. In the distance, you spot a herd of enormous creatures, their tusks gleaming in the sunlight. These aren't elephants. They're much, much larger. These are mammoths, their shaggy coats rippling as they move across the landscape. But mammoths are just the beginning of our journey into the world of giant mammals. Imagine yourself transported back in time to an era when mega beasts took over the Earth. A time when you could encounter a hornless rhinoceros the size of a 2-story building, or a sloth as large as an elephant. The largest animal to ever live is still with us today, the blue whale. These magnificent creatures can grow up to 100 feet long and weigh as much as 200 tons. That's heavier than 33 adult T-Rexes. Billions of years ago, Earth was home to many giant mammals. The megatherium, also known as the giant ground sloth, was the size of an elephant. Unlike modern sloths, these giants were ground-dwelling and could rear up on their hind legs to reach high branches. Mammoths, close relatives of modern elephants, roamed the Earth until as recently as 4,000 years ago. The largest known species, the Columbian mammoth, could reach heights of up to 14 feet at the shoulder. This makes you wonder, have we been genetically modified over years by humankind? What happened to these animals? The dangerous side of the ocean, swim creatures of such immense proportions that they dwarf anything that has ever walked on land. These are the giants of our modern world, living relics of an age when massive mammals dominated the planet. From prehistoric jungles to modern savannas, giant mammals have shaped our world in ways we're only beginning to understand. Their stories are tales of survival, adaptation, and unfortunately, in many cases, extinction. What was the largest mammal to ever walk on land? How big can a mammal really get? And what mysterious giant still eludes us in the depths of the ocean? The answers might just keep you wondering forever. Remember, you're part of this incredible story, the latest chapter in a tale of 4 billion years in the making. The world of giant mammals may seem far removed from our daily lives, but the legacy lives on in the elephants, whales, and other magnificent creatures that still share our planet today. In the vast, cerulean expanse of our planet's oceans dwells a creature of such magnificent proportions that it defies imagination. The blue whale, nature's masterpiece of gigantic proportions. This leviathan of the deep, with its heart-stirring presence, stands as a testament to the awe-inspiring wonders that our world harbors beneath its shimmering waves. Picture, if you will, an animal so colossal that its length rivals that of 3 school buses lined up end to end. Stretching up to an astonishing 100 feet from its powerful fluke to its streamlined rostrum, the blue whale reigns supreme as the largest animal ever known to have graced our planet. Its massive form, sleek and hydrodynamic, glides through the ocean with a grace that belies its tremendous size. As we marvel at its proportions, consider that this oceanic titan can tip the scales at a staggering 200 tons, a weight equivalent to the heft of 33 adult African elephants combined. The sheer magnitude of its being is a symphony of evolutionary perfection, a biological marvel that pushes the very limits of what life on Earth can achieve. Observe the blue whale's skin, a canvas of mottled blue-gray that shimmers beneath the sun-dappled surface of the sea. Its coloration, a masterpiece of natural camouflage, allows this giant to blend seamlessly with the depths below and the sky above when viewed from different angles. As it breaks the surface to breathe, a plume of mist erupts from its blowhole, reaching heights of up to 30 feet. A spectacular sight that heralds the presence of this marine colossus. Gaze upon the blue whale's enormous maw, capable of engulfing a volume of water equal to that of a large swimming pool in a single gulp. Within its cavernous mouth lie baleen plates, fringed and efficient, that filter out tons of tiny krill from the water, the primary sustenance for this gentle giant. It's a feeding mechanism of incredible sophistication, allowing the blue whale to thrive on some of the smallest creatures in the ocean. Listen closely, and you might perceive the blue whale's haunting song, a deep, resonant call that travels for hundreds of miles through the ocean's depths. These vocalizations, among the loudest produced by any animal on Earth, are a mysterious and beautiful aspect of blue whale behavior, possibly used for communication and navigation across vast oceanic expanses. As the blue whale moves through its watery domain, it exhibits a fluidity of motion that captivates the eye. Its enormous fluke, spanning up to 25 feet from tip to tip, propels it through the water with surprising speed and agility. Watching this behemoth breach, its colossal body defying gravity as it launches into the air before crashing back into the sea in a spectacular display of power and beauty, is a sight that leaves observers breathless with wonder. The blue whale's existence is a reminder of the majesty and mystery that still exist in our world's oceans. It is a living link to the prehistoric past, a creature whose size surpasses even the largest known dinosaurs. Yet, despite its immense proportions, the blue whale remains vulnerable, its population still recovering from the brink of extinction due to whaling. As we contemplate the blue whale, we are filled with a profound sense of reverence for the natural world and the incredible diversity of life it supports. This magnificent animal, with its unparalleled size and gentle nature, serves as an ambassador for the oceans, inspiring awe and igniting a passion for conservation in all who are fortunate enough to witness its splendor. In the presence of the blue whale, we are reminded of our own small place in the vast tapestry of life on Earth, and of the critical importance of preserving the delicate balance of our marine ecosystems. For in protecting these magnificent creatures and their ocean home, we safeguard a legacy of wonder for generations to come. In the depths of the ocean, beating with a rhythm that resonates through the vastness of the sea, lies a marvel of biological engineering so immense it challenges our comprehension, the heart of the blue whale. This extraordinary organ, pulsing with life-sustaining power, stands as a testament to the breathtaking scale of nature's grand design. Imagine, if you will, an organ so massive that it rivals the weight of an automobile. The blue whale's heart, a colossal pump of muscle and sinew, tips the scales at an astonishing 1,300 pounds, a weight equivalent to that of a compact car. This phenomenal organ, beating steadily within the chest of Earth's largest creature, is a symphony of size and function that pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in the realm of biology. Picture this titanic heart, its chambers vast enough to accommodate a human being with room to spare. The sheer magnitude of its structure is a wonder to behold, with walls of cardiac muscle thick enough to withstand the immense pressures of the deep ocean. As we contemplate its size, we are struck by the intricate network of blood vessels that branch out from this central powerhouse, carrying life-giving oxygen to every extremity of the whale's enormous body. Listen closely, and you might perceive the slow, powerful rhythm of this gigantic organ. In the quiet depths of the ocean, the blue whale's heart beats a mere 4 to 8 times per minute when the creature is diving, a glacial pace compared to the rapid flutter of smaller animals. Yet each beat is a thunderous event, pushing gallons of blood through arteries as wide as dinner plates, nourishing a body of unparalleled proportions. Observe the efficiency of this natural wonder, a pump so effective that a single beat can send blood surging through the blue whale's entire body. The force generated by this cardiac colossus is enough to be heard from 2 miles away when using specialized underwater listening equipment, a testament to the raw power contained within its muscular walls. As we marvel at the blue whale's heart, we are drawn to contemplate the intricate dance of evolution that has shaped this magnificent organ. Over millions of years, nature has fine-tuned this biological masterpiece, scaling it up to meet the demands of the largest animal ever to inhabit our planet. It stands as a triumph of adaptation, a heart large enough to fuel a creature that dwarfs even the mightiest dinosaurs that once roamed the earth. Gaze upon the network of blood vessels that emanate from this central hub of life. Arteries and veins, some large enough for a small child to swim through, form an intricate highway system that delivers oxygen and nutrients to the farthest reaches of the whale's enormous body. This vast circulatory network, powered by the tireless contractions of the heart, ensures that every cell in the blue whale's massive frame receives the sustenance it needs to thrive in the challenging environment of the open ocean. Consider the heart's crucial role in the blue whale's extraordinary feats of diving and endurance. As the whale plunges to depths of up to 1,000 feet, its heart rate slows dramatically, conserving oxygen and allowing this marine giant to remain submerged for up to an hour. Upon surfacing, the heart springs back into action, pumping vigorously to replenish oxygen throughout the body. A remarkable display of physiological adaptation. The blue whale's heart is more than just an organ. It is a symbol of the majesty and wonder of the natural world. Its immense size and incredible capabilities remind us of the awe-inspiring diversity of life on our planet. As we contemplate this biological marvel, we are filled with a profound sense of reverence for the intricate mechanisms that sustain life in even the most colossal of Earth's creatures. In the rhythmic beating of the blue whale's heart, we hear the pulse of the ocean itself, a reminder of the delicate balance of life in our marine ecosystems and the importance of preserving these magnificent creatures for generations to come. For in protecting the blue whale and its colossal heart, we safeguard a living testament to the boundless wonders that our world still holds, hidden beneath the waves of our vast and mysterious seas. In the vast cerulean depths of our planet's oceans, where giants roam and wonders abound, there exists a biological marvel so immense, so astounding, that it challenges our very perception of scale, the tongue of the majestic blue whale. This extraordinary organ, a testament to nature's boundless creativity, boasts a weight that rivals that of Earth's largest land mammal, the awe-inspiring elephant. Imagine, if you will, an organ so massive that it tips the scales at up to 5,400 pounds, a weight equivalent to that of a fully grown African elephant. This colossal tongue, nestled within the cavernous maw of the blue whale, is a symphony of size and function that defies our terrestrial expectations. Its sheer magnitude is a wonder to behold, a living testament to the unparalleled grandeur of marine life. Visualize this titanic tongue, stretching across the expanse of the whale's enormous mouth. Its surface, a landscape of textures and hues, is a masterpiece of biological engineering. Ridges and grooves traverse its length, optimized for the whale's unique feeding mechanism. This is not merely an organ of taste, but a crucial component in the most efficient feeding apparatus nature has ever devised. As we marvel at its proportions, consider the role this gargantuan tongue plays in the blue whale's daily quest for sustenance. When the whale opens its mouth to feed, this muscular marvel works in perfect harmony with the expanding throat pleats, creating a vast, living net that can engulf a volume of water larger than the whale itself. In a single mouthful, the blue whale can trap up to 5,000 kilograms of krill-laden water, a feat made possible by the coordinated action of its elephantine tongue. Observe the tongue's movement as the whale feeds. With a grace that belies its enormous size, it undulates and flexes, helping to expel seawater through the baleen plates while retaining the precious cargo of krill. This intricate dance of muscle and tissue is a spectacle of natural efficiency, allowing the blue whale to process immense quantities of its tiny prey with each tremendous gulp. The tongue's surface is a marvel in itself, dotted with sensors that allow the whale to detect subtle changes in its watery environment. These sensory capabilities, refined over millions of years of evolution, help guide the whale to rich feeding grounds and may play a role in communication with other members of its species. As we contemplate this colossal organ, we are struck by the intricate balance of form and function it represents. Despite its immense weight, the blue whale's tongue is a model of hydraulic efficiency. Supported by the buoyancy of the surrounding seawater, it moves with a fluidity and precision that would be impossible on land, enabling the whale to execute complex maneuvers as it feeds and navigates the ocean's vast expanse. The sheer scale of the blue whale's tongue serves as a poignant reminder of the breathtaking diversity of life our oceans support. It is a testament to the unparalleled wonders that exist beneath the waves, far from the familiar confines of our terrestrial world. In its massive proportions, we glimpse the astounding potential of life to adapt and thrive in the most challenging of environments. As we reflect on this biological marvel, we are filled with a sense of reverence for the intricate mechanisms that sustain life in the world's oceans. The blue whale's tongue, with its elephant-like weight and crucial role in the animal's survival, stands as a symbol of the delicate balance that exists in marine ecosystems. It serves as a powerful reminder of our responsibility to protect and preserve these magnificent creatures and the fragile habitats they call home. In the silent depths of the ocean, where the blue whale glides with graceful power, its colossal tongue continues its vital work, unseen by human eyes. Yet in understanding and appreciating this extraordinary organ, we forge a connection with one of nature's most impressive creations. We are reminded of the boundless wonders that still exist in our world, waiting to be discovered, understood, and cherished. As we conclude our contemplation of the blue whale's tongue, we are left with a profound sense of awe at the majesty of the natural world. In this single organ, we find a microcosm of the ocean's grandeur, a testament to the enduring power of life to astonish, inspire, and humble us with its infinite capacity for wonder. In the vast, shimmering expanse of our planet's oceans, a spectacle of nature unfolds that defies imagination. The feeding frenzy of the majestic blue whale. During the bountiful feeding season, these leviathans of the deep embark on a culinary odyssey of truly epic proportions, consuming up to a staggering 4 tons of krill per day. This monumental feat of consumption is a testament to the blue whale's unparalleled place in the grand tapestry of life on Earth. Picture, if you will, the enormity of this daily banquet. 4 tons of krill, tiny, shrimp-like crustaceans, would fill 4 large dump trucks to the brim. This colossal quantity of sustenance, devoured by a single blue whale in the span of a mere 24 hours, is a vivid illustration of the incredible energy demands of Earth's largest creature. It's a spectacle that showcases the intricate balance of marine ecosystems and the pivotal role these gentle giants play in the ocean's complex food web. Observe the blue whale as it approaches a swarm of krill, its enormous body gliding through the water with surprising grace. As it nears its prey, the whale's mouth opens wide, transforming into a living cavern large enough to engulf a school bus. The pleated grooves of its throat expand dramatically, ballooning outwards to create a vast, living net that scoops up seawater teeming with krill by the thousands. In this moment of feeding, the blue whale becomes a marvel of biological engineering. Its enormous tongue, weighing as much as an elephant, works in concert with the expanding throat pleats to create a pressure differential. This natural hydraulic system draws in a volume of water greater than the whale's own body mass, along with the precious cargo of krill suspended within it. As the whale closes its mouth, watch in awe as its baleen plates come into play. These keratin-based structures, hanging from the upper jaw like a curtain of enormous bristles, act as a highly efficient sieve. The trapped seawater gushes out through the baleen, leaving behind a writhing mass of krill, a protein-rich feast for the ocean's largest inhabitant. The sheer scale of this feeding process is breathtaking. In a single gulp, a blue whale can engulf up to 100 tons of water and krill combined. Through a day of vigorous feeding, it will repeat this process numerous times, filtering the equivalent of an Olympic-sized swimming pool through its baleen to capture its daily ration of krill. Marvel at the efficiency of this feeding strategy. Despite their colossal size, blue whales sustain themselves on some of the ocean's smallest creatures. This remarkable adaptation allows them to harness the vast energy resources of the lower levels of the marine food chain, converting tiny krill into the largest animal our planet has ever known. The blue whale's prodigious appetite serves a crucial purpose. During the abundant feeding season in polar waters, these marine giants must consume enough food to build up the thick layer of blubber that will sustain them through long migrations and the lean months in warmer breeding grounds. In a few short months of intensive feeding, a blue whale may consume over 1 million calories per day, gaining up to 100 pounds daily. As we witness this extraordinary display of nature's abundance, we are reminded of the delicate balance that exists in our oceans. The blue whale's ability to consume such vast quantities of krill is not just a curiosity, but a vital component of marine ecosystem health. These gentle giants play a crucial role in nutrient cycling, their waste products fertilizing the phytoplankton that form the base of the ocean's food chain. In the blue whale's voracious yet graceful feeding, we see a microcosm of the ocean's grand cycles of life and energy. From the microscopic phytoplankton to the tiny krill, and finally to the largest animal on Earth, we witness the awe-inspiring efficiency of nature's design. It's a humbling reminder of our planet's capacity for wonder and the intricate interconnectedness of all marine life. As the feeding season progresses and the blue whales gorge themselves on nature's bounty, we are left in awe of these magnificent creatures. Their ability to thrive on such enormous quantities of tiny prey is a testament to the marvels of evolution and the incredible diversity of life in our oceans. In protecting these gentle giants and their food sources, we safeguard not just a species, but an entire ecosystem, a legacy of wonder for generations to come. In the mist-shrouded landscapes of the Ice Age, where vast glaciers sculpted the earth and bitter winds howled across frozen tundras, there roamed a creature of such magnificent proportions that it continues to captivate our imagination to this day, the woolly mammoth. This prehistoric behemoth, a distant relative of our modern elephants, stood as a testament to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly monumental scale. Picture, if you will, an animal so immense that it towered above the tallest humans, its shoulders reaching a staggering height of 13 feet, equivalent to the second story of a modern building. The woolly mammoth's imposing stature would have dwarfed even the largest elephants of our time, its massive form casting long shadows across the ice-aged steppes. This colossus of the Pleistocene epoch was not just tall, but possessed a bulk that staggers the mind, weighing up to an astonishing 6 tons, a mass equal to that of 4 average-sized cars combined. Observe the mammoth's awe-inspiring form, draped in a thick, shaggy coat that could grow up to 3 feet in length. This luxurious fur, ranging in color from dark brown to reddish blonde, served as crucial insulation against the biting cold of its harsh environment. Beneath this woolly exterior lay a layer of fat up to 4 inches thick, further protecting the mammoth from the unforgiving Ice Age climate. Together, these adaptations transformed the woolly mammoth into a walking fortress against the cold, a true master of its frigid domain. Marvel at the mammoth's enormous spiraling tusks, curving majestically outward and upward, sometimes reaching lengths of up to 14 feet. These magnificent ivory structures, longer than a tall human is high, served multiple purposes, from foraging for food beneath the snow to asserting dominance in spectacular jousting matches between rival males. The sheer size of these tusks speaks to the mammoth's incredible strength, as it carried this weighty headgear with regal poise. As we contemplate the woolly mammoth's immense size, we are struck by the grandeur of a bygone era. Imagine herds of these colossal creatures thundering across vast Ice Age plains, their massive footfalls echoing like drumbeats across the frozen landscape. Each step of fully grown mammoth would have left an impression in the earth large enough for a child to sit in. a vivid reminder of the sheer scale of these Ice Age giants. The woolly mammoth's enormous size was not merely for show, but crucial adaptation to its harsh environment. Its great bulk helped conserve heat in the frigid climate, while its height allowed it to reach vegetation that smaller creatures could not access. The mammoth's large, dish-shaped feet, some measuring up to 80 inches across, acted like natural snowshoes, distributing its immense weight and preventing it from sinking into the snow-covered ground. Gaze upon the mammoth's massive skull, housing a brain larger than that of any land mammal alive today. This enhanced cognitive capacity likely played a crucial role in the species' survival, allowing it to navigate the complex social structures and challenging environmental conditions of the Ice Age world. The woolly mammoth's intelligence, combined with its imposing size, made it a true sovereign of its prehistoric realm. As we marvel at the woolly mammoth's colossal proportions, we are reminded of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. This Ice Age giant, standing tall amidst swirling snows and howling winds, represents the pinnacle of nature's capacity for adaptation and survival in even the most challenging conditions. Though the woolly mammoth no longer walks the earth, its legacy looms large in our collective imagination. In museums around the world, reconstructed skeletons and life-size models stand as silent sentinels, offering us a glimpse into a world long past. These exhibits, towering over awestruck visitors, serve as a tangible link to our planet's prehistoric heritage, igniting wonder and inspiring a deep appreciation for the magnificent creatures that once roamed our world. In the end, the woolly mammoth's incredible size, -13 feet tall and weighing up to 6 tons, is more than just a series of measurements. It is a testament to the boundless wonders of evolution, a reminder of the ever-changing nature of our planet, and an enduring source of fascination that continues to inspire scientific inquiry and capture the imagination of people around the globe. In the frozen wastes of the Pleistocene epoch, where ice and snow reigned supreme, there existed a marvel of natural engineering so spectacular, so awe-inspiring, that it continues to captivate our imagination to this day: the tusks of the woolly mammoth. These magnificent ivory structures, curving gracefully skyward, stood as a testament to nature's capacity for creating beauty and function on a truly monumental scale. Picture, if you will, tusks so immense that they stretched up to 15 feet in length, a span longer than a modern-day car and taller than 2 average-sized men standing on each other's shoulders. These colossal ivory appendages, spiraling majestically outward and upward, were not mere ornaments but multi-purpose tools essential for the mammoth's survival in the harsh Ice Age environment. Observe the mesmerizing curvature of these tusks, their elegant spiral a masterpiece of natural design. Starting from the mammoth's skull, they would sweep outward, their tips often crossing, to form a heart-shaped silhouette against the stark, snowy landscape. This distinctive shape, unique among elephant species past and present, lent the woolly mammoth an air of otherworldly majesty, like a crowned monarch of the Ice Age realm. Marvel at the sheer weight of these prodigious structures. A single tusk could weigh up to 200 pounds, as much as an adult male lion. Yet, despite their enormous mass, mammoths wielded these tusks with surprising dexterity, a testament to the creature's immense strength and the ingenious design of its skull and musculature. As we contemplate these tusks, we are struck by their multifaceted utility. Far more than mere weapons or displays of dominance, they were versatile tools crucial for the mammoth's daily survival. Watch in awe as a mammoth uses its tusks to sweep away deep snow, uncovering the vital plant matter hidden beneath. See how it deftly strips bark from trees, the curved ivory acting as a perfect lever to pry loose this crucial source of nutrition. In the social life of the mammoth, these tusks played a pivotal role. Imagine the thunderous clash of ivory against ivory as 2 bull mammoths engaged in spectacular jousting matches, their massive tusks locking in contests of strength that would determine mating rights and social hierarchy. The victorious mammoth, standing tall with its enormous tusks glinting in the pale Arctic sun, would have been a sight of unparalleled majesty. Gaze upon the intricate structure of the tusk itself, a marvel of biological engineering. Like modern elephant tusks, mammoth tusks were composed of dentin, growing layer by layer throughout the animal's life. This continuous growth has gifted modern scientists with an invaluable record of the mammoth's life history, each layer a page in the creature's biography, telling tales of diet, climate, and even stress events experienced by the animal. The mammoth's tusks were not just tools for survival, but works of art crafted by nature itself. Their smooth, creamy surface, weathered by a lifetime of use, bore the patina of ages past. In death, these tusks became even more wondrous, as the permafrost slowly transformed the ivory, infusing it with a rainbow of hues, from deep blues to rich browns, creating what we now call ice ivory, a substance as beautiful as it is rare. As we marvel at the mammoth's tusks, we are reminded of the incredible adaptability of life on our planet. These enormous ivory structures, evolving over millions of years, represent the pinnacle of nature's capacity for specialized adaptation. They stand as a testament to the woolly mammoth's mastery over its harsh Ice Age domain, a perfect union of form and function. Though the woolly mammoth no longer roams the earth, its legacy lives on in the tusks that have survived the ages. In museums and private collections around the world, these magnificent structures continue to inspire awe and wonder. They serve as tangible links to a world long past, igniting our imagination and fueling our quest to understand the magnificent creatures that once shared our planet. In the end, the woolly mammoth's tusks, up to 15 feet long and curved in their distinctive spiral, are more than just impressive biological structures. They are time capsules from the Ice Age, silent storytellers of a lost world, and enduring symbols of nature's boundless capacity for creating wonders that continue to captivate and inspire us across the vast gulf of time. In the frozen expanse of the Pleistocene epoch, where icy winds howled across vast tundras and glaciers carved the face of continents, there roamed a creature whose very name evokes images of primordial cold: the woolly mammoth. This Ice Age colossus, draped in a magnificent coat of fur, stood as a living testament to nature's ingenuity in the face of extreme adversity. Picture, if you will, a beast so thoroughly insulated that it could withstand temperatures plummeting to -50 degrees Celsius. The woolly mammoth's legendary coat, a marvel of evolutionary adaptation, was not merely a covering, but a complex, multi-layered defense against the bitter cold of its harsh environment. Observe the mammoth's outer coat, a cascading curtain of guard hairs that could grow up to an astonishing 3 feet in length. These coarse outer hairs, ranging in color from dark brown to reddish blonde, formed a protective shell against wind and moisture. Imagine this shaggy mantle rippling in the Arctic gale, each movement sending shimmers of color across the mammoth's massive form, a spectacle of primal beauty against the stark white of the Ice Age landscape. Beneath this impressive outer layer lay a dense undercoat of fine, crimped wool, a soft, insulating barrier up to 8 inches thick. This woolly undercoat, finer than human hair, trapped pockets of air close to the mammoth's skin, creating a thermal buffer against the biting cold. Marvel at nature's design, where millions of these tiny air pockets worked in concert to maintain the mammoth's body heat, much like the most advanced modern cold weather gear. As we contemplate this extraordinary fur, we are struck by its multifaceted functionality. Not only did it provide unparalleled insulation, but it also served as a formidable suit of armor. The thick, matted fur would have offered protection against the tusks and trunks of rival mammoths during fierce mating battles, as well as defense against the occasional bold predator. Gaze upon the mammoth's ears and tail, noticeably smaller than those of its modern elephant cousins. These compact extremities, snugly wrapped in their own furry covering, minimized heat loss, a crucial adaptation to the unforgiving Ice Age climate. In this, we see the exquisite precision of evolution, sculpting every aspect of the mammoth's form to withstand the challenges of its frozen world. The mammoth's fur was not a static feature, but a dynamic, ever-changing aspect of its biology. Witness the annual molt, a spectacular event where the mammoth would shed its winter coat in vast woolly sheets. Imagine these massive clumps of fur, caught by the wind, tumbling across the tundra, perhaps to be collected by Ice Age humans for use as insulation in their dwellings, a poignant connection between two species sharing a harsh, unforgiving world. Marvel at the mammoth's skin hidden beneath its woolly armor. Unlike the wrinkled hide of modern elephants, the mammoth's skin was smooth and relatively free of wrinkles, another adaptation to minimize heat loss. A layer of fat up to 4 inches thick lay beneath, providing yet another barrier against the cold and a vital energy reserve for lean times. As we examine fossilized remains and frozen specimens, we are gifted with an unprecedented glimpse into the past. The preservation of mammoth fur in the permafrost has allowed scientists to study its structure in minute detail, revealing a level of insulation efficiency that rivals modern synthetic materials. In death as in life, the mammoth's coat continues to amaze and inspire. The woolly mammoth's fur stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability of life on our planet. It represents the pinnacle of nature's capacity for specialized adaptation, a perfect fusion of form and function born from millions of years of evolution in one of Earth's most challenging environments. Though the woolly mammoth no longer roams the frozen steppes, its legacy lives on in the fragments of fur that have survived the ages. These precious remnants, carefully preserved in museums around the world, continue to captivate our imagination and fuel our understanding of Earth's prehistoric past. In each strand of preserved mammoth fur, we hold a tangible link to the Ice Age, a world of epic cold, majestic beasts, and the triumph of life against seemingly impossible odds. In the sun-drenched savannas and lush forests of Africa, there roams a creature of such magnificent proportions that it stands as a living testament to the boundless wonders of the natural world, the African elephant. This majestic behemoth, the largest land mammal to walk the earth today, is a breathtaking embodiment of nature's capacity for creating life on a truly monumental scale. Picture, if you will, an animal so colossal that it dwarfs all other terrestrial creatures, its massive form casting long shadows across the African landscape. The male African elephant, in particular, can attain a weight of up to 14,000 pounds, a mass equivalent to that of 4 large SUVs combined. This staggering weight, borne on 4 pillar-like legs, each as thick as an old-growth tree trunk, speaks to the incredible structural engineering of nature's design. Observe the elephant's awe-inspiring stature, its shoulders reaching heights of up to 13 feet, tall enough to peer into a second-story window. From trunk to tail, these magnificent beings can stretch over 24 feet in length, their immense bodies a symphony of muscle and sinew that moves with surprising grace across the African terrain. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as this living colossus approaches, each footfall a testament to its incredible mass and power. Marvel at the elephant's enormous head, housing a brain larger than that of any other land animal. This enhanced cognitive capacity is matched by the creature's most iconic feature, its trunk. This remarkable appendage, a fusion of upper lip and nose, can lift weights of up to 700 pounds, yet possesses such fine motor control that it can pluck a single blade of grass. In this, we see the perfect union of brute strength and delicate precision, a hallmark of nature's ingenuity. Gaze upon the elephant's massive ears, each one large enough to completely cover a human being. These enormous fans serve a dual purpose. Not only do they provide acute hearing, but they also act as natural cooling systems. Watch in wonder as an elephant flaps its ears, creating a breeze that cools the large blood vessels just beneath the skin, a vital adaptation for regulating body temperature in the hot African climate. The African elephant's immense size is not merely for show, but a crucial aspect of its role as a keystone species in its ecosystem. Witness the power of these gentle giants as they reshape the landscape, uprooting trees and creating pathways through dense vegetation. These activities, born of the elephant's need to consume up to 600 pounds of food per day, play a vital role in maintaining the diversity of African habitats. As we contemplate the elephant's colossal proportions, we are reminded of the prehistoric megafauna that once roamed the earth. In the African elephant, we see a living link to this bygone era, a creature that rivals the size of some dinosaurs, yet shares our world today. Its very existence is a testament to the resilience of life and the ongoing story of evolution on our planet. The sheer scale of the African elephant serves as a humbling reminder of our place in the natural world. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The elephant lineage stretches back millions of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared. Yet, for all their immense size and power, African elephants face threats that their bulk cannot protect them from. Poaching and habitat loss have dramatically reduced their numbers, making the sight of these living colossi all the more precious. In their plight, we see the urgent need for conservation efforts to ensure that future generations can continue to marvel at these incredible creatures. As the African sun sets and the elephant's massive silhouette is etched against the orange sky, we are left in awe of this magnificent being. Weighing up to 14,000 pounds, the African elephant stands not just as the largest land animal alive today, but as a symbol of the majesty and wonder of the natural world. A living, breathing reminder of the incredible diversity of life that our planet nurtures and the vital importance of preserving it for generations to come. In the sun-scorched savannas and dense forests of Africa, where the relentless heat shimmers across the landscape, there exists a marvel of biological engineering so spectacular, so ingeniously designed, that it stands as a testament to nature's boundless creativity, the ears of the African elephant. These enormous, fan-like appendages, unrivaled in size throughout the animal kingdom, are not merely auditory organs, but multifunctional marvels that have allowed these magnificent creatures to thrive in some of the most challenging environments on Earth. Picture, if you will, ears so vast that they could easily shroud an adult human, stretching up to 6 feet from top to bottom and 5 feet across. These colossal auditory pavilions are a sight that stops observers in their tracks, their sheer scale a vivid reminder of the elephant's status as the largest land animal alive today. These ears, shaped like the continent of Africa itself, serve as living, moving billboards announcing the elephant's presence across the savanna. Observe these massive ears in motion and witness a spectacle of natural air conditioning at work. As temperatures soar under the African sun, watch in awe as the elephant begins to flap its ears, creating a cooling breeze that can lower its body temperature by up to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. This rhythmic movement, sometimes as frequent as 120 flaps per minute, circulates air over a complex network of blood vessels just beneath the ear's paper-thin skin. Marvel at the intricate design of these oversized fans. The ear's surface area, which can reach up to 100 square feet, larger than many room-sized carpets, is crisscrossed with a labyrinth of blood vessels. As blood flows through these vessels, the constant flapping of the ears facilitates heat exchange with the surrounding air, cooling the blood before it circulates back through the elephant's body. It's a system so efficient that it rivals the most advanced human-engineered cooling technologies. But the wonders of the African elephant's ears don't stop at temperature regulation. These enormous sound catchers also serve their primary purpose with remarkable efficiency. The elephant's hearing is so acute that it can detect sounds and even ground vibrations from several miles away. Imagine the advantage this gives in the vast expanses of the African wilderness, allowing elephants to communicate over great distances and detect potential threats long before they become visible. Gaze upon an elephant as it turns its head, positioning its massive ears like satellite dishes to pinpoint the source of a distant sound. The independent movement of each ear allows for precise acoustic triangulation, a skill crucial for survival in environments where danger can lurk behind every acacia tree or termite mound. The ears of the African elephant are not just functional marvels, but also canvases for individual expression. Like human fingerprints, no two elephants' ears are exactly alike. Unique patterns of veins, folds, and nicks serve as visual signatures, allowing researchers, and elephants themselves, to distinguish individuals at a glance. In the complex social world of elephant herds, these distinct ear patterns play a crucial role in recognition and communication. As we contemplate these extraordinary appendages, we are reminded of the incredible adaptability of life on our planet. The African elephant's ears represent millions of years of evolutionary refinement, a perfect fusion of form and function born from the challenges of life in the African wilderness. They stand as a testament to nature's capacity for problem solving, turning a potential vulnerability, the need to stay cool in a hot climate, into one of the elephant's most distinctive and advantageous features. In the end, the African elephant's ears, the largest of any animal on Earth, are more than just impressive biological structures. They are multifunctional marvels that embody the ingenuity of natural selection. As we watch these majestic creatures traverse their native habitats, their mighty ears flapping like enormous fans against the backdrop of the African sky, we are filled with a sense of wonder at the magnificent diversity of life on our planet and the extraordinary adaptations that allow it to thrive. These ears, in all their oversized glory, serve as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance of nature and the importance of preserving the habitats where such wonders can continue to evolve and flourish. In protecting the African elephant, we safeguard not just a species, but a living, breathing testament to the awe-inspiring power of evolution and the enduring majesty of the natural world. In the lush, emerald depths of Asia's tropical forests and the sun-dappled grasslands of the continent's wild spaces, there roams a creature of such magnificent proportions that it seems to bridge the gap between our world and the realm of living legends, the Asian elephant. Though smaller than its African cousin, this majestic behemoth stands as a colossal testament to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly grand scale. Picture, if you will, an animal so immense that it dwarfs all other terrestrial creatures in its domain, its massive form casting long shadows across the verdant Asian landscape. The Asian elephant, a gentle giant of the East, can attain a weight of up to 11,000 pounds, a mass equivalent to that of 5 family-sized cars, stacked one atop the other. This staggering weight, supported by 4 sturdy, column-like legs, speaks volumes about the incredible structural engineering of nature's design. Observe the elephant's awe-inspiring stature, its shoulders reaching heights of up to 10 feet, tall enough to peer over the top of a delivery truck. From trunk to tail, these magnificent beings can stretch to lengths of 21 feet, their immense bodies a symphony of muscle and sinew that moves with surprising grace through the dense undergrowth of their forest homes. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as this living colossus approaches, each footfall a muffled thunderclap that reverberates through the misty Asian jungle. Marvel at the Asian elephant's massive head, housing a brain renowned for its intelligence and emotional complexity. This enhanced cognitive capacity is matched by the elephant's most iconic feature, its versatile trunk. This remarkable appendage, a fusion of upper lip and nose, contains over 40,000 muscles and can lift weights of up to 770 pounds, yet possesses such fine motor control that it can pluck a single blade of grass or sketch in the sand. In this, we see the perfect union of brute strength and delicate precision, a hallmark of nature's ingenuity. Gaze upon the elephant's ears, smaller than those of its African relative, but still impressively large, each one able to cover a child completely. These fan-like appendages serve a dual purpose. Not only do they provide acute hearing, but they also act as efficient cooling systems. Watch in wonder as an elephant flaps its ears, creating a breeze that cools the large blood vessels just beneath the skin, a vital adaptation for regulating body temperature in the humid Asian climate. The Asian elephant's impressive size is not merely for show, but a crucial aspect of its role as a keystone species in its ecosystem. Witness the power of these gentle giants as they shake the landscape, creating clearings in dense forests and dispersing seeds across vast distances. These activities, born of the elephant's need to consume up to 330 pounds of vegetation per day, play a vital role in maintaining the biodiversity of Asian habitats. As we contemplate the elephant's colossal proportions, we are reminded of the ancient megafauna that once roamed the earth. In the Asian elephant, we see a living link to this bygone era, a creature that rivals the size of some dinosaurs, yet shares our world today. Its very existence is a testament to the resilience of life and the ongoing story of evolution on our planet. The sheer scale of the Asian elephant serves as a humbling reminder of our place in the natural world. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The elephant lineage stretches back millions of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared. Yet, for all their immense size and power, Asian elephants face threats that their bulk cannot protect them from. Habitat loss and human-elephant conflict have dramatically reduced their numbers, making the sight of these living colossi all the more precious. In their plight, we see the urgent need for conservation efforts to ensure that future generations can continue to marvel at these incredible creatures. As the sun sets over the Asian landscape, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson, the silhouette of the Asian elephant stands in stark relief, a living monument to the majesty of nature. Weighing up to 11,000 pounds, the Asian elephant may be smaller than its African cousin, but it is nevertheless magnificent. It stands as a symbol of strength, intelligence, and the enduring wonder of the natural world, a breathing, trumpeting reminder of the incredible diversity of life that our planet nurtures and the vital importance of preserving it for generations to come. In the vast savannas of Africa and the lush forests of Asia, there roams a creature whose intelligence rivals that of the most cognitively advanced species on our planet, the elephant. These majestic beings, with their imposing physical presence, harbor within their massive skulls a marvel of natural engineering that continues to astound and inspire scientists and nature enthusiasts alike, the elephant brain. Picture, if you will, an organ of such complexity and size that it dwarfs the brains of most other terrestrial mammals. The elephant's brain, weighing in at a staggering 10 to 12 pounds, nearly 4 times the size of a human brain, is a testament to nature's capacity for cognitive evolution. This enormous neural powerhouse, composed of over 250 billion neurons, more than 3 times that of humans, serves as the command center for one of the most intelligent creatures to walk the earth. Observe the elephant's eyes, small in proportion to its massive body, yet gleaming with an unmistakable spark of consciousness and curiosity. Behind those eyes lies a mind capable of problem-solving skills that rival those of primates. Watch in awe as an elephant uses tools, manipulating branches with its trunk to scratch hard-to-reach places or fashion fly swatters from leaves. This remarkable display of tool use, once thought to be the exclusive domain of humans and a select few other species, speaks volumes about the elephant's cognitive capabilities. Marvel at the elephant's capacity for empathy and emotional intelligence. These gentle giants have been observed comforting distressed herd members, mourning their dead, and even rendering assistance to other species in times of need. In this, we see a level of emotional sophistication that challenges our understanding of animal consciousness and blurs the lines between human and animal cognition. Gaze upon a herd of elephants as they navigate their territory, led by a matriarch whose wisdom and experience guide the group through challenges both old and new. The elephant's legendary memory, encoded within the complex neural networks of its massive brain, allows it to remember migration routes, water sources, and even individual humans for decades. This extraordinary capacity for long-term recall is not just a remarkable feat of nature, but a crucial survival tool in the often harsh and changing environments these animals call home. The elephant's intelligence extends far beyond mere recall. These magnificent creatures have demonstrated self-awareness, recognizing themselves in mirrors, a cognitive ability shared by only a handful of species. They have been observed engaging in creative play, showing a sense of humor, and even creating art when provided with paint and canvas. In captivity, elephants have learned to understand human languages and respond to complex commands, showcasing a capacity for interspecies communication that speaks to their remarkable cognitive flexibility. As we contemplate the depths of elephant intelligence, we are struck by their capacity for cultural transmission. Young elephants learn vital skills and social norms from their elders, passing down knowledge through generations. This accumulation and transfer of wisdom, a hallmark of intelligent societies, allows elephant herds to adapt to changing environments and overcome new challenges. The elephant's large brain-to-body ratio, surpassing that of many other large mammals, is a key factor in their impressive cognitive abilities. This disproportionately large brain allows for complex neural processing, enabling elephants to navigate intricate social structures, solve multifaceted problems, and engage in sophisticated communication through a range of vocalizations, some beyond the range of human hearing. Yet, for all their mental prowess, Elephants face threats that their intelligence alone cannot overcome. Habitat loss and human conflict pose significant dangers to these cognitive giants. In their plight, we see a poignant reminder of our responsibility to protect and preserve these remarkable beings, not just for their physical majesty, but for the irreplaceable minds they possess. As the sun sets over the elephant's domain, casting long shadows across the landscape, we are left in awe of these gentle intellectuals of the animal kingdom. Their intelligence, rivaling, and in some aspects surpassing our own, serves as a humbling reminder of the cognitive wonders that exist in the natural world. In protecting elephants, we safeguard not just a species, but a unique form of intelligence, a living, breathing testament to the incredible diversity of minds that our planet nurtures and the vital importance of preserving these cognitive marvels for generations to come. In the mist-shrouded landscapes of Ice Age North America, where glaciers, sculpted valleys, and primitive humans first set foot on a new continent, there roamed a creature of such magnificent proportions that it stood as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly monumental scale: the mastodon. These prehistoric behemoths, cousins to the more famous woolly mammoths, were titans of their time, their very existence a spectacular embodiment of the raw power and majesty of the Pleistocene epoch. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it dwarfed the largest modern-day elephants, its shoulders reaching heights of up to 10 feet, tall enough to peer into a second-story window. From tusk to tail, these magnificent beings could stretch over 20 feet in length, their massive bodies a symphony of muscle and bone that moved with surprising grace across a primeval North American landscape. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as a herd of these living colossi approaches, each footfall a muffled thunderclap echoing through time. Observe the mastodon's awe-inspiring form, draped in a coat of coarse reddish-brown hair that served as crucial insulation against the biting cold of their Ice Age world. Unlike their mammoth cousins, mastodons sported straighter, less curved tusks that could grow up to 16 feet in length, formidable ivory spears that they wielded with devastating effect in battles for territory and mates. These magnificent tusks, gleaming in the pale sun of a Pleistocene dawn, would have been a sight to strike fear into the hearts of even the most formidable Ice Age predators. Marvel at the mastodon's enormous domed skull, housing a brain larger than that of any land mammal alive today. This enhanced cognitive capacity likely played a crucial role in the species' survival, allowing it to navigate the complex and ever-changing world of the last Ice Age. Watch in awe as a mastodon uses its versatile trunk to strip bark from trees or uproot entire saplings, showcasing a combination of raw strength and dexterous precision that speaks to the creature's remarkable adaptability. Gaze upon the mastodon's massive, low-crowned teeth, perfectly adapted for browsing on the tough vegetation of their woodland habitats. Unlike the high-crowned molars of their grazing mammoth relatives, the mastodon's teeth were ideally suited for a diet of leaves, twigs, and pine needles. In this, we see the exquisite precision of evolution, sculpting every aspect of the mastodon's form to thrive in the diverse ecosystems of Ice Age North America. As we contemplate these magnificent creatures, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine vast herds of mastodons moving through primeval forests of spruce and pine, their massive forms dwarfing the early humans who shared their world. These early encounters between humans and mastodons, captured in cave paintings and carved figurines, speak to the profound impact these giant creatures had on the imagination and survival of our ancestors. Yet, for all their size and power, mastodons could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of the Pleistocene. As the ice retreated and climates shifted, these mighty beasts found themselves increasingly ill-suited to their changing world. The last mastodons vanished from North America around 10,000 years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as we unearth mastodon bones from the depths of time, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of giants. Each fossil tells a story of a creature that once roamed the same lands we now call home, a tangible link to a time when North America was a wilderness of epic proportions, populated by beasts that seem almost mythical to our modern eyes. The mastodon stands as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of life on our ever-changing planet. Their extinction serves as a sobering testament to the vulnerability of even the mightiest species to environmental change. Yet in their memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the mastodons continue to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long and tumultuous history. As the sun sets on our journey through time, we are left with a profound sense of awe at the majesty of these Ice Age giants. The mastodons, though long vanished from the Earth, live on in our collective fascination with the prehistoric past. They stand as enduring symbols of nature's boundless creativity and the epic saga of life on our planet. A saga in which we, like the early humans who gazed upon these colossal beasts with a mix of fear and wonder, are but the latest chapter. In the mist-shrouded landscapes of ancient Asia, where time itself seems to stand still, there once roamed a creature so colossal, so utterly magnificent, that it defies our modern understanding of mammalian proportions, the Indracartharium, also known as Paraceratherium. This prehistoric titan, the largest land mammal ever to walk the earth, stood as a living monument to nature's capacity for creating life on a scale that borders on the mythical. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it dwarfed even the mightiest elephants of our time, rising to an awe-inspiring height of 18 feet at the shoulder. Taller than a two-story building, the Indracartharium's massive form would have cast long shadows across the Oligocene plains. From nose to tail, these magnificent beings stretched over 26 feet in length, their gargantuan bodies a symphony of muscle and bone that moved with surprising grace across the prehistoric Asian landscape. Observe the Indracartharium's staggering mass, tipping the scales at up to 20 tons. A weight equivalent to 3 full-grown African bull elephants, or 10 large SUVs. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as this living colossus approaches, each footfall a muffled thunderclap that sends ripples through the earth, announcing its presence for miles around. This was a creature whose very existence shaped the world around it. Its immense bulk carving paths through forests and reshaping the terrain with every step. Marvel at the Indracartharium's enormous, elongated skull, stretching up to 4 feet in length, longer than many humans are tall. This massive head, perched atop a neck of incredible strength and flexibility, allowed the beast to reach vegetation at heights no other mammal could attain. Watch in awe as an Indracartharium uses its prehensile upper lip to delicately pluck leaves from the tallest trees, showcasing a surprising dexterity that belies its enormous size. Gaze upon the creature's powerful legs, each as thick as an ancient tree trunk, supporting its tremendous weight with an efficiency that speaks to millions of years of evolutionary refinement. Unlike its modern rhinoceros relatives, the Indracartharium moved with a fluid grace, its long limbs allowing it to cover vast distances in search of the massive quantities of food needed to fuel its enormous body. As we contemplate this prehistoric giant, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine vast herds of Indracartharium moving across the plains of Central Asia, their massive forms dwarfing all other creatures in their midst. These gentle giants, despite their immense size, were likely peaceful browsers, their diet consisting mainly of leaves from tall trees that no other animal could reach. The sheer scale of the Indracartharium serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The Indracartharium lineage stretched back millions of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared. Yet, for all their immense size and power, the Indracartharium could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of their era. As climates shifted and ecosystems transformed, these mighty beasts found themselves increasingly ill-suited to their changing world. The last Indracartharium vanished from the face of the earth around 23 million years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as paleontologists piece together the story of the Indracartharium from fragments of bone and tooth, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of giants. Each fossil tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the landscapes of prehistoric Asia, a tangible link to a time when mammals reached the absolute pinnacle of terrestrial size. The Indracotherium stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and diversity of mammalian life. Its existence pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of animal size and serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. Yet in its memory preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the Indracotherium continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the primeval forests and grasslands of ancient South America, where time seemed to move at a different pace, there once lumbered a creature so enormous, so fantastically improbable, that it challenges our very perception of what a mammal can be, the Megatherium, also known as the giant ground sloth. This prehistoric colossus, a distant relative of today's tree-dwelling sloths, stood as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating life on a scale that borders on the mythical. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it dwarfed the largest bears of our time. Stretching up to a staggering 20 feet from nose to tail, longer than a modern-day bus, the Megatherium's massive form would have cast long shadows across the Pleistocene landscape. Rising to heights of over 12 feet, when standing on its hind legs, this gentle giant could easily peer into the second-story windows of our modern homes. Observe the Megatherium's awe-inspiring bulk, tipping the scales at over 4 tons, a weight equivalent to that of a fully grown African elephant, or 2 large SUVs stacked one atop the other. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as this living mountain approaches. Each deliberate step a muffled thunderclap that sends ripples through the earth, announcing its presence for miles around. Marvel at the Megatherium's enormous, bear-like skull, housing a long prehensile tongue that could stretch out to grasp vegetation with surprising dexterity. This remarkable adaptation, combined with its massive curved claws, each as long as a human forearm, allow the giant sloth to effortlessly harvest leaves and fruits from the tallest trees, accessing food sources far beyond the reach of other herbivores. Gaze upon the creature's powerful limbs, each as thick as an ancient tree trunk, supporting its tremendous weight with an efficiency that speaks to millions of years of evolutionary refinement. Unlike its diminutive modern relatives, the Megatherium was not built for life in the trees. Instead, it was a ground-dwelling titan, capable of rearing up on its hind legs and using its enormous bulk to topple entire trees in its quest for sustenance. As we contemplate this prehistoric giant, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine vast herds of Megatherium moving through the lush forests and across the expansive grasslands of South America, their massive forms dwarfing all but the largest of the continent's Ice Age megafauna. These gentle giants, despite their fearsome appearance, were likely peaceful browsers, their diet consisting mainly of leaves, fruits, and grasses. The sheer scale of the Megatherium serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The Megatherium lineage stretched back millions of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans set foot in the Americas. Yet, for all their immense size and power, the Megatherium could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of the Pleistocene epoch. As climates shifted and human hunters arrived on the scene, these mighty beasts found themselves increasingly vulnerable. The last Megatherium vanished from the face of the earth around 11,000 years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as paleontologists piece together the story of the Megatherium from fragments of bone and claw, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of giants. Each fossil tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the landscapes of prehistoric South America, a tangible link to a time when mammals reached extraordinary sizes in splendid isolation on the southern continent. The Megatherium stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and diversity of mammalian life. Its existence pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of sloth evolution, and serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. Yet in its memory preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the Megatherium continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the lush, primeval forests of ancient Americas, where towering trees stretched towards the sky and vibrant foliage painted the landscape in 1,000 shades of green, there once roamed a creature that defied all expectations, the giant ground sloth. These colossal beings, despite their fearsome appearance and immense size, were not the terrifying predators one might imagine, but rather gentle giants, their massive forms adapted for a life of peaceful plant eating that shaped the very ecosystems they inhabited. Picture, if you will, a beast as large as a modern elephant, its towering form rising up to 20 feet when standing on its hind legs. Yet this mountain of flesh and fur, capable of toppling trees with its immense strength, subsisted entirely on a diet of leaves, fruits, and other plant matter. It's a paradox that challenges our perceptions and speaks to the incredible diversity of life that once graced our planet. Observe the giant sloth's most iconic feature, its enormous curved claws. These fearsome-looking appendages, each as long as a human forearm, were not weapons of aggression, but rather exquisitely adapted tools for harvesting vegetation. Watch in awe as a Megatherium rears up on its hind legs, using its massive bulk for balance, and gently hooks its claws around a branch high above. With surprising dexterity, it strips the limb of its leaves, gathering a bounty of greenery that would be far beyond the reach of most other herbivores. Marvel at the sloth's elongated skull, housing a set of peg-like teeth perfect for grinding tough plant material. Unlike the sharp, cutting teeth of carnivores, these flat-crowned molars were ideally suited for processing a wide variety of plant foods. The giant sloth's long, prehensile tongue, reminiscent of its modern tree-dwelling cousins, allowed it to delicately select the most nutritious leaves and fruits, belying its enormous size with its gentle eating habits. Gaze upon the creature's barrel-shaped body, a walking fermentation chamber capable of processing vast quantities of plant matter. This enormous gut, home to a complex community of microbes, allowed the giant sloth to extract maximum nutrition from its herbivorous diet, fueling a body that could weigh up to 4 tons. It's a testament to the power of plant-based nutrition, showcasing nature's ability to build giants from the humblest of food sources. As we contemplate these prehistoric vegetarians, we are transported to a world of abundance and diversity. Imagine vast herds of giant sloths moving through the landscape, their feeding habits shaping the very structure of ancient forests. These gentle browsers, reaching heights no other terrestrial mammal could match, played a crucial role in seed dispersal and forest management, their droppings fertilizing the soil and spreading plant species across wide areas. The giant sloth's herbivorous lifestyle speaks to the delicate balance of ancient ecosystems. Their massive size served as a defense against predators, allowing them to focus on their plant-based diet without constant fear of attack. This peaceful existence, however, made them vulnerable to changes in their environment and ultimately to human hunters who arrived in the Americas at the end of the last ice age. Today, as we unearth the fossilized remains of these gentle giants, we are granted a precious glimpse into a world where herbivores reach truly colossal proportions. Each tooth, each claw, tells a story not of violent predation, but of a life spent in harmony with the plant world. The giant sloths stand as a powerful reminder that size and strength need not equate to aggression or carnivory. In the grand tapestry of evolution, the giant ground sloths represent a magnificent experiment in herbivorous gigantism. Their existence challenges our assumptions about the relationship between size and diet in the animal kingdom. These peaceful plant eaters, with their towering forms and gentle natures, embody the incredible diversity of evolutionary adaptations our planet has witnessed. As the sun sets on our journey through time, we are left with a profound sense of wonder at these herbivorous colossi. The giant ground sloths, though long vanished from the earth, live on in our collective fascination with the prehistoric past. They stand as enduring symbols of nature's boundless creativity, a testament to the incredible variety of forms that plant-eating mammals have taken throughout the ages. In their memory, we'd find inspiration to protect and cherish the delicate balance of our modern ecosystems, honoring the legacy of these gentle giants who once shaped the ancient forests of the Americas. In the sun-baked grasslands and lush forests of ancient South America, where prehistoric beasts roamed in abundance, there once lumbered a creature so fantastically armored, so probably designed, that it seemed to have sprung from the pages of the mythical bestiary, the Glyptodon. This prehistoric colossus, a distant relative of modern armadillos, stood as a living fortress, its very form a testament to nature's boundless creativity in the face of evolutionary challenges. Picture, if you will, a beast the size of a small car, its massive form encased in a dome-shaped shell of interlocking bony plates. This living tank, stretching up to 11 feet in length and weighing up to 2 tons, moved with ponderous grace across the Pleistocene landscape, its every step a defiance of the hostile world around it. The Glyptodon's carapace, a marvel of natural engineering, could reach over 2 inches in thickness, a formidable defense that would have given even the most determined predator pause. Observe the intricate patterns adorning the Glyptodon's armored shell, each plate a unique hexagonal sculpture, fitting together with its neighbors to form an impenetrable mosaic. This living work of art, weathered by time and adorned with the scars of ancient battles, tells a story of survival in a world where danger lurked around every corner. Imagine running your hand across this prehistoric relic, feeling the rough texture of millions of years of evolutionary refinement beneath your fingers. Marvel at the Glyptodon's massive turtle-like head, itself protected by a bunny cap that merged seamlessly with its body armor. This walking fortress peered out at the world through small, beady eyes, its blunt snout designed for grazing on the tough vegetation of this prehistoric home. Watch in fascination as the Glyptodon uses its peg-like teeth to crop grass and shrubs, its powerful jaws grinding plant matter with the efficiency of a living mill. Gaze upon the creature's stocky legs, each ending in broad, clawed feet that supported its tremendous weight. Unlike its modern armadillo cousins, the Glyptodon was not built for burrowing. Instead, it was a ground-dwelling tank, its entire form adapted to a life spent grazing on the open plains, and in sparse woodlands, its armored shell a constant companion and protector. As we contemplate this prehistoric giant, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine herds of Glyptodons moving across the ancient South American landscape, their armored forms glinting in the Pleistocene sun. These gentle herbivores, despite their fearsome appearance, were peaceful grazers, their very presence shaping the ecosystems they inhabited. The sheer scale and unique design of the Glyptodons serve as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The Glyptodon lineage stretched back millions of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans set foot in the Americas. Yet, for all their impressive defenses, the Glyptodons could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of the Pleistocene epoch. As climates shifted and human hunters arrived on the scene, these mighty beasts found themselves increasingly vulnerable. The last Glyptodons vanished from the face of the earth around 11,000 years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as paleontologists piece together the story of the Glyptodon from fragments of shell and bone, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of armored giants. Each fossil tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the landscapes of prehistoric South America, a tangible link to a time when mammals experimented with armor on a scale never seen before or since. The Glyptodon stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and diversity of mammalian life. Its existence pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of natural armor and serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. Yet in its memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the Glyptodon continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent and bizarre creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the sprawling grasslands and dense forests of ancient South America, where time seemed to move at a different pace, there once roamed a creature so massively armored, so probably heavy, that it defied the very notion of what a mammal could be, the Glyptodon. This prehistoric colossus, a distant cousin to modern armadillos, tipped the scales at a staggering 2,000 pounds, rivaling the weight of a small car and standing as a testament to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly monumental scale. Picture, if you will, an animal so enormous that its every footfall left deep impressions in the soft Pleistocene earth. At 2,000 pounds, the weight of a modern compact car, the Glyptodon was a living, breathing tank that lumbered across the ancient landscape with ponderous grace. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as this armored giant approaches, its massive form a symphony of muscle, bone, and interlocking plates that moved with surprising fluidity despite its tremendous bulk. Observe the Glyptodon's awe-inspiring mass, spread across a body that stretched up to 11 feet in length. This walking fortress carried its weight low to the ground, its domed shell rising no higher than 5 feet at its tallest point. Yet within this relatively compact frame was contained a mass equal to that of 10 adult men, or a full-grown giraffe. The sheer density of the Glyptodon's form speaks to the incredible structural engineering of nature's design, a perfect fusion of defensive armor and locomotive power. Marvel at the distribution of this colossal weight across the Glyptodon's frame. Its massive, dome-shaped carapace, composed of thousands of interlocking bony plates, could account for nearly half of the animal's total mass. This natural armor, weighing as much as a grand piano, provided unparalleled protection against the fierce predators of the Pleistocene epoch. Beneath this bony shield, layers of dense muscle and robust skeletal structures supported and mobilized this living fortress. Gaze upon the Glyptodon's stocky legs, each as thick as a tree trunk, designed to support its tremendous weight with an efficiency that speaks to millions of years of evolutionary refinement. These powerful limbs, ending in broad, clawed feet, distributed the animal's 2,000 pounds across the ground with remarkable effectiveness, allowing it to traverse varied terrains without sinking into soft earth or leaving trails of destruction in its wake. As we contemplate this prehistoric giant, we are transported to a world where size and armor reigned supreme. Imagine herds of Glyptodons moving across the ancient South American plains, their combined weight equivalent to a fleet of cars rolling across the landscape. These gentle herbivores, despite their imposing mass, were peaceful grazers, their very presence shaping the ecosystems they inhabited through their considerable dietary needs and physical impact on the environment. The sheer scale of the Glyptodon serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we would be dwarfed not just in size, but in sheer mass. The Glyptodon's 2,000-pound frame represents the pinnacle of mammalian gigantism, a testament to the abundant resources and unique evolutionary pressures of its time. Yet, for all its impressive bulk, the Glyptodon was not invincible. As climates shifted and human hunters arrived on the scene, even these living tanks found themselves vulnerable. The last Glyptodons vanished from the Earth around 11,000 years ago, their massive bodies too specialized, too reliant on specific environmental conditions to adapt to rapid change. Today, as paleontologists meticulously reconstruct the Glyptodon from fossilized remains, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world where mammals reached extraordinary sizes. Each bone, each plate of armor, tells a story of a creature that once dominated its environment through sheer mass and defensive capability. The Glyptodon's 2,000-pound frame stands as a powerful reminder of the incredible adaptations that have evolved throughout Earth's history. As the sun sets on our journey through time, we are left with a profound sense of awe at the majesty of these armored giants. The Glyptodon, weighing as much as a small car, continues to captivate our imagination, challenging our perceptions of what's possible in the realm of mammalian evolution. In its memory, we find a tangible link to a prehistoric world where giants walked the earth, their massive forms a testament to the endless creativity of natural selection and the awe-inspiring diversity of life that has called our planet home. Across the vast, undulating prairies of North America, where the horizon stretches endlessly beneath an azure sky, there roams a creature of such magnificent proportions, such awe-inspiring power, that it stands as a living testament to the untamed spirit of the continent, the American bison. This majestic behemoth, the largest land mammal in North America, is a breathing embodiment of the wild heart that still beats within the breast of the New World. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it dwarfs all other creatures in its domain, its massive form casting long shadows across the sun-drenched grasslands. The male American bison in particular can attain a weight of up to 2,000 pounds, a mass equivalent to that of a small car or 10 full-grown men. This staggering weight, borne on 4 steady legs, speaks to the incredible structural engineering of nature's design. Observe the bison's awe-inspiring stature, its shoulders reaching heights of up to 6 feet, tall enough to peer over the roof of many cars. From its broad, shaggy head to its tufted tail, these magnificent beings can stretch over 12 feet in length. Their immense bodies a symphony of muscle and sinew that moves with surprising grace across the North American terrain. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as a herd of these living colossi approaches, each footfall a muffled thunderclap that sends ripples through the earth. Marvel at the bison's enormous, domed head, crowned with a pair of sharp, curved horns that can span up to 2 feet from tip to tip. This formidable weaponry, combined with the creature's immense bulk, makes the bison a force to be reckoned with in the animal kingdom. Watch in awe as a bull bison uses its massive head as a battering ram during mating season, the clash of horns echoing across the plains like the report of a cannon. Gaze upon the bison's thick, woolly coat, a mantle of insulation that allows this giant to withstand the harshest of North American winters. In the depths of winter, this shaggy armor can grow up to 2 inches thick, providing protection against bitter winds and driving snow. As spring arrives, witness the spectacular sight of bison shedding their winter coats in ragged patches, using trees and rocks as natural scratching posts to hasten the process. The American bison's immense size is not merely for show, but a crucial aspect of its role as a keystone species in the prairie ecosystem. Witness the power of these gentle giants as they reshape the landscape, their heavy hooves churning the soil and creating depressions that collect rainwater, forming microhabitats for a myriad of prairie species. Their grazing habits, born of the need to consume up to 50 pounds of grass per day, play a vital role in maintaining the diversity of North American grasslands. As we contemplate the bison's colossal proportions, we are reminded of the prehistoric megafauna that once roamed the continent. In the American bison, we see a living link to this bygone era, a creature that rivals the size of some Ice Age giants, yet shares our world today. Its very existence is a testament to the resilience of life and the ongoing story of evolution on our planet. The sheer scale of the American bison serves as a humbling reminder of our place in the natural world. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The bison lineage stretches back hundreds of thousands of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans arrived in North America. Yet, for all their immense size and power, American bison faced near extinction at the hands of humans in the 19th century. Their comeback from the brink of oblivion is a powerful testament to the effectiveness of conservation efforts and the resilience of nature when given a chance to recover. As the sun sets over the Great Plains, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson, the silhouette of the American bison stands in stark relief, a living monument to the wild grandeur of North America. Weighing up to 2,000 pounds, the bison is more than just the continent's largest land mammal. It is a symbol of strength, resilience, and the enduring wonder of the natural world. A breathing, thundering reminder of the incredible diversity of life that our planet nurtures and the vital importance of preserving it for generations to come. Across the vast, rolling prairies of North America, where the wind whispers through endless seas of grass, there thunders a creature that defies all expectations, the American bison. This living tank, this monument to nature's raw power, harbors a secret that never fails to astonish. Despite its colossal bulk, the American bison can achieve speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, a feat that transforms these gentle giants into nature's own thundering locomotives. Picture, if you will, a beast weighing up to 2,000 pounds, as heavy as a small car, suddenly erupting into motion. The earth trembles, the air fills with the sound of pounding hooves, and before your eyes, This mountain of muscle and fur becomes a blur of speed and power. At 35 miles per hour, a galloping bison can outpace the fastest human sprinters and keep pace with a galloping horse. It's a spectacle that challenges our very perception of what's possible in the natural world. Observe the bison's massive form as it prepares to run. Its muscular legs, each as thick as a tree trunk, tense with potential energy. The creature's broad chest heaves, drawing in great gulps of air to fuel its impending sprint. Then, in an explosion of movement that seems to defy physics, the bison launches forward, its 2,000-pound frame accelerating with a swiftness that leaves observers awestruck. Marvel at the precision of the bison's gallop. Despite their enormous size, these animals move with a grace that belies their bulk. Their hooves, each the size of a dinner plate, strike the earth with pinpoint accuracy, propelling the animal forward with each powerful stride. The bison's shaggy mane streams behind it like a banner, its tail held high as a natural rudder, guiding this living projectile as it thunders across the landscape. Gaze upon the bison in full flight, a sight that harkens back to a time when millions of these magnificent creatures roamed the continent. A herd of bison at full gallop is a force of nature unto itself, their combined speed and mass creating a living avalanche of flesh and fur that can be heard from miles away. The ground shakes beneath their passing, the air fills with the sound of their breathing and the rhythmic pounding of their hooves. A thunderous symphony of wild, unbridled power. The bison's incredible speed is not merely for show, but crucial survival adaptation. In the face of predators like wolves or mountain lions, this surprising swiftness can mean the difference between life and death. Watch in awe as a bison, despite its enormous size, outruns a pursuing predator, its powerful legs eating up the distance, leaving its would-be attacker in a cloud of prairie dust. As we contemplate the bison's remarkable speed, we are reminded of the incredible adaptability of life. Here is a creature that seems built for power rather than speed, yet it can outrun many of its nimbler-looking contemporaries. In the bison's gallop, we see a perfect fusion of mass and velocity, a living example of kinetic energy that would make physicists marvel. The sight of a running bison challenges our preconceptions about size and agility in the animal kingdom. These behemoths, with their muscular frames and heavy bones, seem more suited to plodding than sprinting. Yet when they run, they transform, becoming fluid expressions of motion that can cover vast distances at astonishing speeds. A bison can maintain its top speed for considerable distances, a trait that served the species well during its long migrations across the continent. This incredible speed played a crucial role in the bison's historical relationship with Native American tribes. Horse-mounted hunters had to be skilled and brave to approach these swift, powerful animals during a hunt. The bison's speed added an element of danger and excitement to these encounters, shaping the cultures and traditions of many plains tribes. Today, as we work to conserve and protect the remaining bison populations, their awe-inspiring speed serves as a powerful reminder of the wild spirit that still resides within these magnificent creatures. To witness a bison running at full tilt is to be transported back in time, to an era when these living thunderbolts roamed the continent in vast numbers, their hoofbeats setting the rhythm of life on the Great Plains. As the sun sets over the prairie, casting long shadows across the grasslands, imagine the silhouette of a bison herd in full gallop, their massive forms moving with impossible speed against the fading light. At 35 miles per hour, the American bison stands as a breathtaking example of nature's capacity for surprise and wonder, a living, breathing reminder that in the natural world, the impossible is often simply the unexpected, waiting to astonish us with its magnificent reality. In the wind-swept steppes of ancient Eurasia, where mammoth and woolly rhinoceros once roamed, there thundered a creature so magnificent, so fantastically proportioned, that it blurred the line between reality and myth, the elasmotherium, known to many as the Siberian unicorn. This prehistoric colossus, a distant relative of modern rhinoceroses, stood as a living monument to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly epic scale. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it dwarfed even the largest modern rhinos, its massive form rising to a shoulder height of over 6 feet, taller than most human beings. From nose to tail, The Elasmotherium stretched an awe-inspiring 20 feet, its colossal body a symphony of muscle and bone that moved with surprising grace across the Pleistocene landscape. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as this living legend approaches, each footfall a muffled thunderclap that sends ripples through the earth. Observe the Elasmotherium's most striking feature, a single, massive horn sprouting from its forehead like the spire of a cathedral. This magnificent appendage, which could reach lengths of up to 6 feet, was not the short, stubby protrusion of modern rhinos, but a towering column of keratin that put even the most impressive narwhal tusks to shame. Gleaming in the pale sun of a Pleistocene dawn, this formidable weapon would have been a sight to strike awe into the hearts of even the most fearsome Ice Age predators. Marvel at the sheer mass of this prehistoric giant, tipping the scales at up to 4 tons, a weight equivalent to that of 2 large SUVs or a small herd of cattle. This staggering bulk, supported by 4 pillar-like legs, each as thick as an ancient tree trunk, speaks to the incredible structural engineering of nature's design. Watch in awe as the Elasmotherium moves its enormous body with surprising agility, its weight distributed with perfect balance across its powerful frame. Gaze upon the creature's elongated skull, stretching over 3 feet in length and housing a brain larger than that of any modern rhinoceros. This enhanced cognitive capacity likely played a crucial role in the species' survival, allowing it to navigate the complex and ever-changing world of the Pleistocene epoch. The Elasmotherium's eyes, though small in proportion to its massive head, gleamed with an intelligence that spoke of a creature well adapted to its challenging environment. As we contemplate this prehistoric unicorn, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine vast herds of Elasmotherium moving across the Eurasian steppes, their imposing silhouettes stark against the horizon. These gentle giants, despite their fearsome appearance, were likely peaceful grazers, their specialized teeth perfectly adapted for cropping tough, low-lying vegetation from the grasslands they called home. The sheer scale of the Elasmotherium serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The Elasmotherium lineage stretched back millions of years, our ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared. Yet, for all their immense size and power, the Elasmotherium could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of the Pleistocene epoch. As climates shifted and ecosystems transformed, these mighty beasts found themselves increasingly ill-suited to their changing world. The last Elasmotherium vanished from the face of the earth around 35,000 years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as paleontologists piece together the story of the Elasmotherium from fragments of bone and tooth, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of giants. Each fossil tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the landscapes of ancient Eurasia, a tangible link to a time when unicorns, albeit of a very different sort than those of fairy tales, roamed the earth. The Elasmotherium stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and diversity of mammalian life. Its existence pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of terrestrial animal size and serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. Yet in its memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the Siberian unicorn continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the frozen wastes of Pleistocene Eurasia, where mammoth and cave lion once roamed, there thundered a creature so magnificently adapted to the cold, so impressively armored against the harsh Ice Age world, that it seemed to embody the very essence of prehistoric might, the woolly rhinoceros. This shaggy colossus, a distant cousin to modern rhinos, stood as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating life that could not only survive, but thrive in the most challenging environments imaginable. Picture, if you will, a beast so massive that it dwarfed most modern-day vehicles, its hulking form rising to a shoulder height of over 6 feet, taller than the average human. From its blunt, fur-covered snout to its stubby tail, The woolly rhino stretched an impressive 12 to 14 feet, its colossal body a symphony of muscle, bone, and thick, insulating fur that moved with surprising grace across the Pleistocene tundra. Imagine the frozen ground creaking beneath your feet as this living legend approaches, each ponderous step a muffled boom that sends tremors through the permafrost. Observe the woolly rhinoceros' most striking feature, a coat of thick, shaggy fur that covered its entire body in a mantle of warmth. This magnificent pelage, ranging in color from light brown to deep, russet red, could grow up to 2 inches thick, providing unparalleled insulation against the biting cold of the Ice Age climate. Beneath this woolly exterior lay a layer of fat up to 4 inches thick, further protecting the rhino from the unforgiving chill of its frozen world. Marvel at the sheer mass of this prehistoric giant, tipping the scales at around 3 tons, a weight equivalent to that of a large SUV or a small herd of modern cattle. This staggering bulk, supported by 4 sturdy, column-like legs, speaks to the incredible structural engineering of nature's design. Watch in awe as the woolly rhino moves its enormous body with surprising agility, its weight distributed with perfect balance across its powerful frame, allowing it to navigate the treacherous terrain of the Ice Age steppes with ease. Gaze upon the creature's most formidable weapon, a massive horn that sprouted from its snout, sometimes reaching lengths of over 3 feet. Unlike the horns of modern rhinos, the woolly rhino's horn was flattened from side to side, forming a fearsome blade-like structure, perfect for sweeping away snow to uncover vegetation or for defense against predators. A second, smaller horn often adorned the forehead, adding to the creature's imposing appearance. As we contemplate this Ice Age marvel, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine vast herds of woolly rhinoceros moving across the mammoth steppe, their imposing silhouettes stark against the endless white of the frozen landscape. These mighty beasts, their breath steaming in the frigid air, graze on the tough grasses and shrubs that manage to survive in this harsh environment, their specialized teeth perfectly adapted for processing this rugged vegetation. The woolly rhinoceros' remarkable adaptations serve as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The woolly rhino lineage stretched back hundreds of thousands of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared in their frozen realm. Yet, for all their impressive defenses against the cold, the woolly rhinoceros could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of the Pleistocene epoch. As the world warmed and the great ice sheets retreated, these magnificent creatures found themselves increasingly ill-suited to their changing environment. The last woolly rhinos vanished from the face of the earth around 14,000 years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains and the rare frozen carcass preserved in the permafrost as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as scientists study the well-preserved remains of woolly rhinos found in the frozen tundra, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of Ice Age giants. Each fossil, each strand of preserved fur, tells a tale of a creature supremely adapted to a world of cold and ice, a tangible link to a time when great beasts roamed landscapes we can scarcely imagine. The woolly rhinoceros stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and resilience of life on our planet. Its existence pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of mammalian adaptation to extreme environments and serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of global change. Yet in its memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the woolly rhino continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the misty forests and sprawling grasslands of Pleistocene Eurasia, where mammoths and saber-toothed cats once roamed, there strode a creature of such majestic proportions, of such breathtaking grandeur, that it seemed to wear the very forest upon its head, the Irish elk. This regal giant, the largest deer species to ever walk the earth, stood as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating life that bordered on the mythical. Picture, if you will, a beast so imposing that it dwarfed all other deer, past and present, its towering form rising to a shoulder height of up to 7 feet, taller than the average basketball player. From its noble snout to its powerful haunches, the Irish elk stretched an impressive 8 feet in length. But it was above its muscular neck where true wonder resided, a pair of antlers so vast, so utterly magnificent that they defy belief. Observe these antlers, nature's crown jewel, spanning an awe-inspiring 12 feet from tip to tip, wider than a small card is long. These colossal structures, weighing up to 90 pounds, were not mere ornaments but living sculptures, annually grown and shed in a cyclical display of nature's extravagance. Imagine the forest canopy parting as this crowned colossus passed beneath, its antlers sweeping aside branches with the ease of a royal scepter, clearing a path. Marvel at the sheer mass of this prehistoric giant, tipping the scales at up to 1,500 pounds, heavier than a modern grand piano. This staggering bulk, supported by legs as sturdy as tree trunks, speaks to the incredible structural engineering of nature's design. Watch in awe as the Irish elk moves its enormous body with surprising grace, its weight distributed with perfect balance across its powerful frame, allowing it to navigate dense forests and open plains with equal ease. Gaze upon the creature's noble visage, its large expressive eyes surveying its domain with a mixture of vigilance and serene confidence. The Irish elk's impressive size and formidable antlers offered protection against most predators, allowing it to stand its ground where smaller deer would flee. During mating season, witness the spectacular sight of 2 bull elks engaged in combat, their massive antlers clashing with a sound like thunder, the very earth seeming to tremble beneath their contest. As we contemplate this Ice Age marvel, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine herds of Irish elk moving through mist-shrouded valleys, their imposing silhouettes stark against the primeval landscape. These majestic beings, their breath steaming in the cool air, browse on a variety of vegetation, their height and impressive antlers allowing them to reach food sources inaccessible to other herbivores. The Irish elk's remarkable proportions serve as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The Irish elk lineage stretched back hundreds of thousands of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared to marvel at their grandeur. Yet, for all their impressive stature and regal bearing, the Irish elk could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of the Pleistocene epoch. As climates shifted and habitats transformed, these magnificent creatures found themselves increasingly ill-suited to their changing world. The last Irish elk vanished from the face of the earth around 7,700 years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as paleontologists study the well-preserved skeletons of Irish elk, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of Ice Age giants. Each fossil, each massive antler recovered from peat bogs, tells a tale of a creature that once stood as the undisputed monarch of the deer family, a tangible link to a time when life expressed itself on a scale that staggers the modern imagination. The Irish elk stands as a testament to the incredible possibilities of evolution, its massive antlers pushing the very limits of what seemed biologically feasible. Its existence serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. Yet in its memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the Irish elk continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the mist-shrouded landscapes of Pleistocene Eurasia, where time itself seemed to move at a different pace, there once roamed a creature of such magnificent proportions that challenged our very understanding of what a deer could be, the Irish elk. This prehistoric colossus, standing a towering 7 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing a staggering 1,500 pounds, was a living monument to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly monumental scale. Picture, if you will, a deer so immense that it dwarfed even the largest modern-day moose. At 7 feet tall at the shoulder, higher than the ceiling of many rooms, the Irish elk would have towered over the most humans of its day. Imagine standing before this magnificent beast, your eyes level with its muscular chest, its head and antlers soaring far above you into the canopy of leaves. This was no mere deer, but a living skyscraper of flesh and bone, a titan that roamed the prehistoric wilderness. Observe the Irish oak's awe-inspiring bulk, its 1,500-pound frame a symphony of power and grace. This is a weight equivalent to that of a modern grand piano or a large bull moose, concentrated in a creature that could still move with the agility and speed befitting its deer lineage. Watch and wonder as this living mountain navigates through ancient forests, its massive body somehow flowing between trees with a fluid grace that belies its enormous size. Marvel at the distribution of this colossal weight across the Irish oak's frame. Its legs, each as thick as a human torso, were pillars of strength capable of supporting its tremendous mass and propelling it at speeds that would leave predators in awe. The creature's neck, a corded column of muscle, had to be immensely powerful to support not only the weight of its large head, but also the enormous antlers that crowned it. Antlers that could span up to 12 feet from tip to tip and weigh as much as 90 pounds. Gaze upon the Irish oak's impressive silhouette, its 7-foot shoulder height, making it an imposing presence in any landscape. In open grasslands, it would have stood out like a living watchtower, visible for miles around. In forests, it would have been a giant among trees, able to browse on vegetation far beyond the reach of other herbivores. This impressive stature wasn't just for show. It allowed the Irish elk to spot predators from afar and to intimidate rivals during mating seasons. As we contemplate the sheer scale of this prehistoric deer, we are transported to a world where giants walked the earth. Imagine a herd of Irish elk moving across a Pleistocene plain, their combined weight of dozens of tons creating a thunderous percussion with each step. At 1,500 pounds each, a group of these magnificent creatures would have been a formidable sight, their mass and number offering protection against all but the most determined predators. The Irish elk's enormous size speaks to the abundance of its Ice Age world. To sustain a 1,500-pound body, these creatures would have needed to consume vast quantities of vegetation daily. Their 7-foot height at the shoulder allowed them to reach high into trees and shrubs, accessing food sources that were out of reach for many other herbivores. In this, we see the delicate balance of nature. A creature evolved to take perfect advantage of its environment, its impressive dimensions a reflection of the rich ecosystem it inhabited. Yet, for all its magnificent size, the Irish elk was not invulnerable. As the world changed around it, as ice sheets retreated and forests expanded, this giant found itself increasingly ill-suited to its changing environment. The very adaptations that had made it a supreme being of the Ice Age, its enormous body and spectacular antlers, became liabilities in a world of denser forests and altered vegetation. Today, as we stand before the fossilized remains of Irish elk in museums, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of giants. Each bone, each massive antler, tells a story of a creature that once dominated its landscape through sheer physical presence. The Irish elk's 7-foot shoulder height and 1,500-pound weight stand as a powerful reminder of the incredible adaptations that have evolved throughout Earth's history. As the sun sets on our journey through time, we are left with a profound sense of awe at the majesty of the Irish elk. Standing 7 feet tall and weighing 1,500 pounds, it was more than just the largest deer that ever lived. It was a symbol of the grand scale on which nature once operated. In its memory, we'd find a tangible link to a prehistoric world where giants walked the earth, their massive forms a testament to the endless creativity of evolution and the awe-inspiring diversity of life that has called our planet home. In the vast, wind-swept grasslands of Eurasia, long before the iconic woolly mammoth roamed the frozen tundra, there thundered a creature of such magnificent proportions that it pushed the very limits of terrestrial mammalian size, the steppe mammoth. This prehistoric colossus, dwarfing even its famous woolly descendant, stood as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly monumental scale. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it made the mighty woolly mammoth seem almost diminutive in comparison. The steppe mammoth, rising to a shoulder height of up to 14 feet, taller than a modern-day giraffe, would have towered over the landscapes of the Middle Pleistocene. From its massive domed skull to the tip of its sweeping tusks, this giant could stretch an awe-inspiring 17 feet in length, its colossal body a symphony of muscle and bone that moved with surprising grace across the ancient steppes. Observe the steppe mammoth's most staggering feature, its sheer mass. Tipping the scales at up to 10 tons, these behemoths weighed as much as 5 modern African elephants combined. This is a weight so immense that it challenges our very comprehension, a mass that would leave deep impressions in the earth with each ponderous step. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as a herd of these living mountains approaches, each footfall a muffled thunderclap that sends ripples through the soil for yards around. Marvel at the creature's enormous spiraling tusks, which could grow to lengths of up to 16 feet, longer than a modern car. These magnificent ivory structures, curving majestically outward and upward, served multiple purposes, from foraging for food to asserting dominance in spectacular jousting matches between rival males. The sheer size of these tusks speaks to the mammoth's incredible strength, as it carried this weighty headgear with regal poise. Gaze upon the steppe mammoth's thick, shaggy coat, an adaptation to the cooling climate of its time. While not as woolly as its later Ice Age cousin, this protective covering allowed the steppe mammoth to thrive in a world that was gradually becoming colder. Beneath this fur lay a layer of insulating fat that could be up to 4 inches thick, further sheltering the giant from the chill of its environment. As we contemplate this prehistoric titan, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine vast herds of steppe mammoths moving across the Eurasian plains, their imposing silhouettes stark against the horizon. These gentle giants, their trunks swaying rhythmically as they walk, graze on the abundant vegetation of their steppe environment, their great height allowing them to reach food sources inaccessible to other herbivores. The steppe mammoth's remarkable size serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we would be utterly dwarfed, our human scale insignificant next to this mountain of flesh and fur. The steppe mammoth lineage stretched back over 1 million years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared to marvel at their grandeur. Yet, for all their impressive stature and power, the steppe mammoths could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the deepening of the Ice Age. As climates shifted and habitats transformed, these magnificent creatures gradually gave way to their smaller, more cold-adapted descendants, the woolly mammoths. The last steppe mammoths vanished from the face of the earth around 200,000 years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as paleontologists piece together the story of the steppe mammoth from fragments of bone and tusk, we have granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of giants. Each fossil tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the landscapes of Eurasia, a tangible link to a time when mammals reached the very pinnacle of terrestrial size. The steppe mammoth stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and diversity of mammalian life. Its existence pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of animal size, and serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. Yet in its memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the steppe mammoth continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the wind-swept plains and forested valleys of ancient Asia, where time itself seemed to move at a different pace, there once strode a creature so immense, so fantastically proportioned, that it pushed the very boundaries of what we thought possible for a land-dwelling mammal, the Baluchitherium. This prehistoric colossus, a hauntless rhinoceros of staggering proportions, stood as a living monument to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly epic scale. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it dwarfed even the largest modern elephants, its massive form rising to a shoulder height of up to 18 feet, taller than a 2-story building. From its elongated skull to the tip of its powerful tail, the Baluchitherium stretched an awe-inspiring 26 feet in length, its colossal body a symphony of muscle and bone that moved with surprising grace across the Oligocene landscape. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as this living legend approaches, each footfall a muffled thunderclap that sends ripples through the earth for yards around. Observe the Belluchitherium's most striking feature, or rather, the absence of one. Unlike its modern rhinoceros relatives, this giant lacked horns entirely. Instead, its elongated skull housed a prehensile upper lip, perfect for grasping and manipulating the vegetation that fueled its enormous bulk. This unique adaptation allowed the Belluchitherium to browse on treetops far beyond the reach of other herbivores, its incredible height granting it access to a veritable buffet of leafy greens. Marvel at the sheer mass of this prehistoric giant, tipping the scales at up to 20 tons, a weight equivalent to that of 3 full-grown African bull elephants or a small herd of modern white rhinoceroses. This staggering bulk, supported by 4 pillar-like legs, each as thick as an ancient tree trunk, speaks to the incredible structural engineering of nature's design. Watch in awe as the Belluchitherium moves its enormous body with surprising agility, its weight distributed with perfect balance across its powerful frame. Gaze upon the creature's elongated neck, a feature uncommon among rhinoceroses, but perfectly adapted for its high-browsing lifestyle. This graceful curve, supporting a head that could weigh as much as a small car, allowed the Belluchitherium to reach vegetation up to 25 feet off the ground. Imagine the spectacle of this giant delicately plucking leaves from the tallest trees, its movements a study in contrasts. Immense power coupled with surprising gentleness. As we contemplate this prehistoric wonder, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine small herds of Belluchitherium moving across the Asian steppes, their imposing silhouettes stark against the horizon. These gentle giants, their skin likely a patchwork of greys and browns, graze on the abundant vegetation of their time, their very presence shaping the ecosystems they inhabited. Each individual, consuming up to 1,000 pounds of vegetation daily, was a walking, breathing engine of environmental change. The sheer scale of the Belluchitherium serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The Belluchitherium lineage stretched back millions of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared to marvel at their grandeur. Yet, for all their immense size and power, the Belluchitherium could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of their era. As climates shifted and ecosystems transformed, these mighty beasts found themselves increasingly ill-suited to their changing world. The last Belluchitherium vanished from the face of the earth around 23 million years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as paleontologists piece together the story of the Belluchitherium from fragments of bone and tooth, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of giants. Each fossil tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the landscapes of ancient Asia, a tangible link to a time when mammals reached the absolute pinnacle of terrestrial size. The Belluchitherium stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and diversity of mammalian life, its existence pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of animal size, and serving as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. In the lush, primordial forests of ancient Asia, where time itself seemed to move at a different pace, there once prowled a creature so fearsome, so fantastically proportioned, that it pushed the very boundaries of what we thought possible for a carnivorous mammal, the Andrewsarchus. This prehistoric colossus, bearing the largest known skull of any land mammal, stood as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating predators on a truly epic scale. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that its very presence would have sent shivers down the spines of even the largest prey animals. The Andrewsarchus, living approximately 45 million years ago during the Eocene epoch, was a marvel of evolutionary design. But it was the creature's skull that truly boggled the mind. A massive bone structure stretching an awe-inspiring 3 feet in length, longer than the entire body of many modern carnivores. Observe this titanic skull, a masterpiece of natural engineering. At 3 feet long, it dwarfed the heads of modern predators, easily outstripping the largest lion or bear skulls known today. This colossal cranium, adorned with powerful jaw muscles and razor-sharp teeth, was a precision instrument of predation, capable of delivering bone-crushing bites that would have made short work of even the toughest prey. Marvel at the sheer scale of this prehistoric giant's head. A skull 3 feet in length is almost beyond comprehension. Imagine a predator whose head alone was as long as a child is tall. This massive bone structure housed a brain of considerable size, hinting at a level of intelligence that would have made Andrewsarchus a formidable hunter indeed. The creature's eyes, set high on its skull, would have provided excellent vision, allowing it to survey its domain and spot potential prey from great distances. Gaze upon the Andrewsarchus's fearsome dentition, a array of teeth perfectly adapted for a life of carnivory. Powerful canines designed for piercing and holding struggling prey were complemented by sharp molars capable of slicing through flesh and crunching bones with ease. The sheer size of these teeth, proportional to the massive skull, suggests a bite force that would have been truly terrifying to behold. As we contemplate this prehistoric apex predator, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine the Andrewsarchus moving through the dense Eocene forests, its enormous head swaying from side to side as it scented the air for prey. The ground would have trembled at its approach, small animals scattering in terror at the mere sight of this titanic hunter. The sheer scale of the Andrewsarchus's skull serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing before this colossal cranium, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The Andrewsarchus lived in an era long before humans walked the earth, in a world we can scarcely imagine. Yet, for all its impressive size and predatory adaptations, the Andrewsarchus vanished from the face of the earth millions of years ago, leaving behind only fragmentary remains as silent witnesses to its former glory. The largest known skull, that awe-inspiring 3-foot-long marvel of nature, was discovered in the Gobi Desert in 1923, igniting the imagination of paleontologists and the public alike. Today, as scientists piece together the story of the Andrewsarchus from its massive skull and a few other fragmentary remains, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of giants. Each fossil tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the landscapes of ancient Asia, a tangible link to a time when mammals experimented with predatory lifestyles on a scale never seen before or since. The Andrewsarchus stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and diversity of mammalian life. Its existence pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of mammalian predator size and serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. Yet in its memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the Andrewsarchus continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent and terrifying creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. As we ponder the enormous 3-foot skull of Andrewsarchus, we are left with a profound sense of awe at the majesty and diversity of prehistoric life. This colossal predator, with its record-breaking cranium, serves as a vivid reminder that the history of life on Earth is filled with wonders beyond our wildest dreams, waiting to be discovered and marveled at by those who dare to look into the distant past. In the sun-drenched savannas and woodlands of ancient Africa and Asia, where time itself seemed to move at a different rhythm, there once roamed a creature so magnificent, so fantastically adorned, that it blurred the line between reality and myth, the Cyvitharium. This prehistoric colossus, a distant relative of modern giraffes, stood as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating life that defied imagination. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it dwarfed even the tallest modern giraffes, its massive form rising to a shoulder height of 10 feet, taller than 2 average men standing on each other's shoulders. From its broad, muscular chest to its powerful haunches, the Cyvitharium stretched an awe-inspiring length, its colossal body a symphony of strength and grace that moved with surprising agility across the prehistoric landscape. Imagine the ground trembling slightly beneath your feet as this living legend approaches. Each step a muffled thud that sends ripples through the tall grasses of its ancient domain. Observe the Civitherium's most striking feature, a pair of enormous, antler-like horns that sprouted majestically from its skull. These weren't the slender ossicans of modern giraffes, but grand, palmate structures more reminiscent of a moose's antlers, yet uniquely their own. Spanning up to 6 feet from tip to tip, these magnificent headpieces would have gleamed in the ancient sunlight, a crown befitting this royal beast of prehistory. Imagine the spectacle of 2 male Civitherium engaged in combat, their massive horns clashing with a sound like thunder, the very air seeming to vibrate with the force of their contest. Marvel at the creature's robust neck, shorter and more powerful than that of its modern giraffe cousins. This sturdy column of muscle and bone had to be immensely strong to support not only the weight of the Civitherium's large head, but also the impressive array of horns it bore. Watch in awe as the Civitherium uses its powerful neck to swing its antlered head, effortlessly brushing aside branches to reach choice foliage or to assert dominance over rivals. Gaze upon the Civitherium's overall form, a unique blend of features that hint at both its giraffe heritage and its specialized adaptations. Its legs, while long and powerful, were proportionally shorter than those of modern giraffes, giving the Civitherium a more horse-like stance. This lower center of gravity, combined with its massive size, would have made the Civitherium a formidable presence, able to stand its ground against the fiercest predators of its time. As we contemplate this prehistoric wonder, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine herds of Civitherium moving across the ancient savannas, their imposing silhouettes stark against the horizon. These majestic beings, their antler-like horns swaying gently with each step, browse on the vegetation of their time, their impressive height allowing them to reach food sources inaccessible to other herbivores. Each Civitherium, consuming hundreds of pounds of vegetation daily, was a walking, breathing engine of environmental change, shaping the very landscapes they inhabited. The sheer scale and unique appearance of the Civitherium serve as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we would be utterly dwarfed, our human scale insignificant next to this mountain of flesh crowned with its impressive horns. The Civitherium lineage stretched back millions of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared to marvel at their grandeur. Yet, for all their impressive stature and magnificent adornments, the Civitherium could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of the Pleistocene epoch. As climates shifted and habitats transformed, these spectacular creatures gradually faded from existence. The last Civitherium vanished from the face of the earth around 8,000 years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as paleontologists piece together the story of the Civitherium from fragments of bone and horn, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of wonders. Each fossil tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the landscapes of Africa and Asia, a tangible link to a time when mammals experimented with forms and features that seem almost mythical to our modern eyes. The Civitherium stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and diversity of mammalian life. Its existence pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of ungulate design, and serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. Yet in its memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the Civitherium continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the vast, primordial landscapes of Ice Age North America, where glaciers sculpted valleys and primitive humans first set foot on a new continent, there roamed a creature of such magnificent proportions that it stood as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly monumental scale: the Columbian mammoth. This prehistoric colossus, weighing up to a staggering 10 tons, was a titan among titans, its very existence a spectacular embodiment of the raw power and majesty of the Pleistocene epoch. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it dwarfed even the largest modern-day elephants, its massive form rising to a shoulder height of up to 14 feet, taller than a modern city bus. From tusk to tail, these magnificent beings could stretch over 25 feet in length, their gargantuan bodies a symphony of muscle and bone that moved with surprising grace across a primeval North American terrain. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as a herd of these living colossi approaches, each footfall a muffled thunderclap echoing through time. Observe the Columbian mammoth's most striking feature, a pair of enormous, spiraling tusks that could grow up to 14 feet in length, curving dramatically outward and upward. These magnificent ivory structures, weighing up to 200 pounds each, were not mere ornaments but versatile tools crucial for the mammoth's daily survival. Watch in awe as a Columbian mammoth uses its massive tusks to sweep away deep snow, uncover hidden vegetation, or engage in spectacular jousting matches with rival males, the clash of ivory against ivory reverberating across the ancient landscape. Marvel at the sheer mass of this prehistoric giant, tipping the scales at up to 10 tons, a weight equivalent to that of 5 large SUVs or a small herd of modern elephants. This staggering bulk, supported by 4 pillar-like legs, each as thick as an ancient tree trunk, speaks to the incredible structural engineering of nature's design. Witness the Columbian mammoth's power as it effortlessly uproots entire trees in its quest for sustenance, its tremendous strength a necessary adaptation for survival in the challenging Ice Age environment. Gaze upon the Columbian mammoth's thick coat, a complex layering of coarse guard hairs over a dense undercoat of fine wool. While not as shaggy as its cousin, the woolly mammoth, this protective covering allowed the Columbian mammoth to thrive in a variety of climates across North America, from the frozen north to the more temperate southern regions. Imagine the spectacle of a Columbian mammoth illuminated by the setting sun, its coat gleaming with a reddish-brown hue, a majestic silhouette against the backdrop of an Ice Age sky. As we contemplate this Ice Age marvel, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Envision vast herds of Columbian mammoths moving across the diverse landscapes of North America, from the grassy plains of modern-day Mexico to the boreal forests of Canada. These gentle giants, their breath steaming in the cool air, graze on a variety of vegetation, their presence shaping the very ecosystems they inhabited. Each Columbian mammoth, consuming up to 700 pounds of plants daily, was a walking, breathing engine of environmental change. The Columbian mammoth's enormous size serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that once graced our continent. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we would be utterly dwarfed, our human scale insignificant next to this mountain of flesh and fur. The Columbian mammoth lineage stretched back hundreds of thousands of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans arrived to marvel at their grandeur. Yet, for all their impressive stature and power, the Columbian mammoths could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of the Pleistocene epoch. As climates shifted and human hunters arrived on the scene, these mighty beasts found themselves increasingly vulnerable. The last Columbian mammoths vanished from the face of the earth around 11,000 years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as paleontologists unearth the bones of Columbian mammoths from the depths of time, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of giants. Each fossil tells a story of a creature that once dominated the landscapes of North America, a tangible link to a time when our continent was a wilderness of epic proportions, populated by beasts that seem almost mythical to our modern eyes. The Columbian mammoth stands as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of life on our ever-changing planet. Their extinction serves as a sobering testament to the vulnerability of even the mightiest species to environmental change. Yet in their memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the Columbian mammoths continue to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the steaming, primordial rainforests of ancient South America, where the very air hung thick with moisture and the buzz of prehistoric life, there slithered a creature so immense, so fantastically proportioned, that it seemed to have sprung from the depths of our darkest nightmares. Titanoboa. This gargantuan serpent, stretching an unbelievable 42 feet in length, was not merely a snake, but a living embodiment of nature's capacity to create life on a scale that defies our modern understanding. Picture, if you will, a snake so massive that it dwarfed even the largest anacondas of today, its sinuous body as thick as a man is tall. At 42 feet long, Titanoboa was longer than a city bus, its colossal form a rippling river of muscle and scales that moved with terrifying grace through the lush Paleocene landscape. Imagine the forest floor trembling almost imperceptibly as this behemoth glides past, its immense weight distributed perfectly across its elongated form. Observe Titanoboa's most striking feature, its sheer, overwhelming size. This was no ordinary serpent, but a titan among snakes, weighing in at up to 1.25 tons. That's heavier than a large bull, concentrated in a serpentine form that could crush and devour crocodiles with ease. Watch in a mixture of awe and terror as Titanoboa coils its massive body around its prey, its powerful muscles exerting a constricting force that would make modern-day bows seem like gentle embraces in comparison. Marvel at the creature's jaw structure, hinged and flexible, allowing it to swallow prey much larger than its own head. Titanoboa's feeding habits would have been a spectacle of primal power, its enormous body rippling with effort as it consumed animals that might have weighed half a ton or more. Imagine the eerie silence that would fall over the prehistoric forest as smaller creatures froze in fear, sensing the presence of this apex predator. Gaze upon Titanoboa's scales, each one larger than a silver dollar, forming an impenetrable armor that shimmered with an iridescent gleam in the dappled sunlight of the ancient rainforest. These scales, perfectly adapted for aquatic life, allowed Titanoboa to slip silently through rivers and swamps, an unseen menace to the prehistoric mammals and reptiles that shared its world. As we contemplate this prehistoric leviathan, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Envision Titanoboa coexisting with early mammals in the aftermath of the dinosaurs' extinction. This was a time of warm, humid climates, when the Earth was recovering from catastrophe and life was evolving rapidly to fill new niches. Titanoboa ruled this world, a cold-blooded king in a land of emerging warm-blooded subjects. The sheer scale of Titanoboa serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing, or rather, lying beside one of these majestic beings, we would be utterly dwarfed, our human scale insignificant next to this river of living muscle. Titanoboa's reign stretched across millions of years, its ancestors having slithered through primeval swamps long before the first primates swung through the trees. Yet, for all its impressive size and predatory adaptations, Titanoboa could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the cooling of the global climate. As temperatures dropped and habitats transformed, this mighty serpent found itself increasingly ill-suited to its changing world. Titanoboa vanished from the face of the Earth around 58 million years ago, leaving behind only fossilized vertebrae as silent witnesses to its former glory. Today, as paleontologists piece together the story of Titanoboa from fragmentary remains, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of giants. Each fossil tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the waterways of ancient South America, a tangible link to a time when the rules of nature seemed to operate on a grander scale. Titanoboa stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and diversity of reptilian life. Its existence pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of snake size and serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. Yet in its memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, Titanoboa continues to captivate our imagination, slithering through our dreams and nightmares alike, inspiring wonder and terror at the magnificent and fearsome creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the sun-scorched plains and lush forests of ancient Australia, where time itself seemed to move to a different rhythm. There once roamed a creature so immense, so fantastically proportioned, that it challenged our very understanding of what a marsupial could be, the mighty Diprotodon. This prehistoric colossus, resembling a wombat of titanic proportions, stood as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly monumental scale. Picture, if you will, a beast so massive that it dwarfed all other marsupials, past and present. The Diprotodon, stretching up to 14 feet from nose to tail and standing 6 feet tall at the shoulder, was a giant among giants in the realm of pouched mammals. Its colossal body, a symphony of muscle and bone, moved with surprising grace across the ancient Australian landscape. Imagine the ground trembling slightly beneath your feet as this living legend approaches. Each footfall a muffled thud that sends ripples through the tall grasses of its prehistoric domain. Observe the Diprotodon's most striking feature, its sheer, overwhelming bulk. Weighing in at around 3 tons, this behemoth tipped the scales at a weight equivalent to that of a large SUV or a small herd of modern cattle. This staggering mass, supported by 4 pillar-like legs, each as thick as a tree trunk, speaks to the incredible structural engineering of nature's design. Watch in awe as the Diprotodon moves its enormous body with unexpected agility, its weight distributed with perfect balance across its powerful frame. Marvel at the creature's distinctive head, adorned with a pair of forward-facing eyes that granted it stereoscopic vision, a rarity among herbivores of its size. This adaptation, combined with its keen sense of smell, would have made the Diprotodon a formidable presence in its ecosystem, able to detect predators and locate food with equal efficiency. Gaze upon its broad, flattened skull, housing a brain larger than that of any modern marsupial, hinting at a level of intelligence that adds another layer of wonder to this already incredible being. As we contemplate this prehistoric marvel, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine herds of Diprotodon moving across the varied landscapes of Pleistocene Australia, from arid deserts to verdant forests. These gentle giants, their thick fur swaying gently with each ponderous step, graze on the diverse vegetation of their time, their impressive size allowing them to reach food sources inaccessible to smaller herbivores. Each Diprotodon, consuming hundreds of pounds of plants daily, was a walking, breathing engine of environmental change, shaping the very ecosystems they inhabited. The sheer scale of the Diprotodon serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we would be utterly dwarfed, our human scale insignificant next to this mountain of marsupial flesh. The Diprotodon lineage stretched back millions of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans arrived to marvel at their grandeur. Yet, for all their impressive stature and peaceful nature, the Diprotodon could not withstand the dramatic changes that marked the end of the Pleistocene epoch. As climates shifted and human hunters arrived on the scene, these mighty beasts found themselves increasingly vulnerable. The last Diprotodon vanished from the face of the earth around 46,000 years ago, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as paleontologists piece together the story of the Diprotodon from fragments of bone and tooth, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of marsupial giants. Each fossil tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the landscapes of ancient Australia, a tangible link to a time when the island continent was home to megafauna that seem almost mythical to our modern eyes. The Diprotodon stands as a testament to the incredible adaptability and diversity of marsupial life. Its existence pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of marsupial size and serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of environmental change. Yet in its memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the Diprotodon continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent creatures that have called our planet home throughout its long and tumultuous history. In the sun-baked savannas and dense thickets of Africa, where the very air shimmers with the heat of ages, there roams a creature of such magnificent proportions that it stands as a living testament to the enduring power of nature, the white rhinoceros. This majestic behemoth, one of the largest land mammals to walk the earth today, is a breathtaking embodiment of strength, resilience, and prehistoric grandeur. Picture, if you will, an animal so colossal that it dwarfs most other terrestrial creatures, its massive form casting long shadows across the African landscape. The male white rhinoceros, in particular, can attain a weight of up to 5,000 pounds, a mass equivalent to that of a large SUV or 2.5 tons of raw power and primal majesty. This staggering weight, borne on 4 pillar-like legs, each as thick as an ancient tree trunk, speaks to the incredible structural engineering of nature's design. Observe the rhino's awe-inspiring stature, its shoulder height reaching up to 6 feet, tall enough to peer over the roof of a family car. From its broad, square muzzle to the tip of its stubby tail, these magnificent beings can stretch over 13 feet in length, their immense bodies a symphony of muscle and thick, armor-like skin that moves with surprising grace across the African terrain. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet as this living colossus approaches, each footfall a muffled thunderclap that sends ripples through the earth. Marvel at the white rhinoceros' most iconic feature, its horn. This magnificent structure, which can grow up to 5 feet in length, is not a mere ornament, but a versatile tool crucial for the rhino's daily survival. Watch in awe as a white rhino uses its horn to defend its territory, guide its young, or dig for water in dry riverbeds. The horn, composed of densely packed keratin fibers, is a symbol of the rhino's power and a tragic target for poachers, making the preservation of these magnificent creatures all the more crucial. Gaze upon the rhino's thick grey skin, which can be up to 2 inches thick in some areas. This living armor, folded and creased like the hide of an ancient beast, provides protection against the harsh African sun and the thorny vegetation of its habitat. Despite its impressive bulk, the white rhinoceros is capable of surprising bursts of speed, able to charge at up to 30 miles per hour when threatened, a sight that strikes fear into the hearts of even the bravest observers. As we contemplate this modern-day giant, we are reminded of the prehistoric megafauna that once roamed the earth. In the white rhinoceros, we see a living link to this bygone era, a creature that rivals the size of some ancient mammals, yet shares our world today. Its very existence is a testament to the resilience of life and the ongoing story of evolution on our planet. The sheer scale of the white rhinoceros serves as a humbling reminder of our place in the natural world. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The rhinoceros lineage stretches back millions of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared. Yet, for all their immense size and power, white rhinoceroses face threats that their bulk cannot protect them from. Poaching and habitat loss have dramatically reduced their numbers, making the sight of these living colossi all the more precious. In their plight, we see the urgent need for conservation efforts to ensure that future generations can continue to marvel at these incredible creatures. As the African sun sets, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson, the silhouette of the white rhinoceros stands in stark relief, a living monument to the majesty of nature. Weighing up to 5,000 pounds, the white rhinoceros is not just one of the largest land mammals alive today, but a symbol of strength, endurance, and the enduring wonder of the natural world. It stands as a breathing, thundering reminder of the incredible diversity of life that our planet nurtures and the vital importance of preserving these magnificent beings for generations to come. In the presence of the white rhinoceros, we are filled with a sense of wonder and reverence for the natural world. Its immense size, prehistoric appearance, and gentle nature serve as a powerful reminder of the delicate balance of our ecosystems and the irreplaceable value of each species that calls our planet home. In the lush river valleys and sprawling wetlands of Africa, where the air hangs heavy with moisture and the rhythmic sounds of nature never cease, there dwells a creature of such magnificent proportions that it seems to bridge the gap between land and water, the hippopotamus. This amphibious colossus, the third largest land mammal walking the earth today, stands as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly monumental scale. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it dwarfs most other terrestrial creatures, its massive form dominating both land and water with equal majesty. The male hippopotamus in particular can attain a weight of up to 3,500 pounds, a mass equivalent to that of a mid-sized car or a small herd of cattle. This staggering weight, carried on 4 stocky legs that seem almost comically short for such a giant, speaks to the incredible adaptability of nature's design. Observe the hippo's awe-inspiring bulk, its body a marvel of biological engineering. Despite its enormous size, the hippopotamus moves with a grace that defies expectation, equally at home lumbering across dry land or gliding effortlessly through river waters. Watch in amazement as this living mountain submerges itself in a river, its massive form disappearing beneath the surface with barely a ripple, only to resurface minutes later in a spectacular display of power and aquatic mastery. Marvel at the hippopotamus's most striking feature, its enormous mouth, capable of opening to a staggering 150 degrees and revealing fearsome tusks that can grow up to 1.5 feet long. This gaping maw, when fully displayed in a territorial yawn, is a sight that strikes awe and terror into the hearts of all who witness it. The hippo's bite force, one of the strongest of any land mammal, is a vivid reminder of the primal power contained within this river giant. Gaze upon the hippo's thick, hairless skin, a living armor that can be up to 2 inches thick in places. This remarkable hide, which appears almost oily, secretes a reddish substance that acts as both sunscreen and antibiotic, allowing the hippopotamus to spend hours basking in the African sun or submerged in water without harm. It's a testament to the creature's perfect adaptation to its semi-aquatic lifestyle, bridging the worlds of land and water with unparalleled efficiency. As we contemplate this modern-day behemoth, we are transported to a world where size and power reign supreme. Imagine a pod of hippopotamuses moving through the water, their massive forms creating waves that ripple across the entire width of a river. On land, witness the earth itself seem to quake as a group of these titans lumber past, their combined weight of many tons reshaping the very landscape they inhabit. The sheer scale of the hippopotamus serves as a humbling reminder of our place in the natural world. Standing beside one of these majestic beings, we are dwarfed not just in size, but in the span of evolutionary time. The hippopotamus lineage stretches back millions of years, their ancestors having walked the earth long before the first humans appeared to marvel at their grandeur. Yet, for all their impressive stature and aquatic adaptations, hippopotamuses face threats that their bulk cannot protect them from. Habitat loss and human conflict have put pressure on hippo populations, making the preservation of these magnificent creatures a crucial conservation priority. In their plight, we see the urgent need to protect not just the animals themselves, but the entire ecosystems they help to shape and maintain. As the African sun sets, casting long shadows across the rippling waters, the silhouette of the hippopotamus stands as a living monument to the majesty of nature. Weighing up to 3,500 pounds, the hippopotamus is not just the 3rd largest land mammal alive today, but a symbol of the raw power and adaptability of life. It stands as a breathing, bellowing reminder of the incredible diversity our planet nurtures and the vital importance of preserving these awe-inspiring beings for generations to come. In the presence of the hippopotamus, time seems to slow, and we are filled with a sense of wonder at the magnificent creatures that share our world. Its immense size, surprising agility, and crucial role in African ecosystems serve as a powerful reminder of the delicate balance of nature and the irreplaceable value of each species that calls our blue planet home. In the sun-drenched river valleys of Africa, where the air shimmers with heat and the waters teem with life, there dwells a creature whose most striking feature is not just impressive, but truly awe-inspiring, the hippopotamus and its colossal maw. This living, breathing embodiment of nature's capacity for the extraordinary boasts a mouth so vast, so cavernous, that it challenges our very perception of what's possible in the animal kingdom. Picture, if you will, a mouth so enormous that it could easily engulf a child's hole, a gaping chasm that can stretch an unbelievable 4 feet wide when fully open. This is not mere hyperbole, the astonishing reality of the hippopotamus's oral capacity. Imagine standing before this amphibious titan as it unleashes its epic yawn, its jaws parting to reveal a pink cavern that seems to stretch to infinity, framed by gleaming, dagger-like tusks that can grow up to 1.5 feet long. Observe the sheer muscular power required to operate this living portcullis. The hippo's jaw muscles, rippling beneath its thick hide, are among the strongest in the animal kingdom. Watch in a mixture of awe and trepidation as these muscles flex, effortlessly lifting the massive lower jaw in a display that is as much a testament to the hippo's strength as it is a warning to potential adversaries. Marvel at the hippo's teeth, especially the lower canines, which can grow to a foot in length. These ivory daggers, constantly growing and self-sharpening, are not just for show. In territorial disputes or defense of their young, hippos can use these fearsome weapons with devastating effect, capable of slicing through the tough hide of crocodiles or even puncturing the metal hulls of small boats. Gaze into the fleshy pink abyss of the hippo's mouth, a sight that has inspired both wonder and terror in humans for millennia. The roof of this cavernous maw is ridged and textured, perfectly adapted for crushing the tough grasses that make up the bulk of the hippo's diet. Yet this same mouth, capable of reducing vegetation to pulp, is also gentle enough to carry a newborn calf to the surface for its first breath. As we contemplate this natural wonder, we are transported to a world where size truly matters. Imagine the spectacle of a pod of hippos at rest, their massive jaws agape as they bask in the sun, creating a chorus of cavernous yawns that echoes across the African landscape. These displays, far from being mere stretches, are complex social signals conveying everything from dominance to contentment among the herd. The hippo's mouth serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that graces our planet. Standing before a yawning hippopotamus, we are dwarfed not just by its size, but by the span of evolutionary time that has sculpted this magnificent adaptation. The hippopotamus lineage stretches back millions of years, their ancestors having refined this oral architecture long before the first humans appeared to marvel at its grandeur. Yet, for all its impressive proportions, the hippo's mouth is not just a weapon or a tool for feeding. It is also a surprisingly delicate instrument, capable of gently guiding young cows through the water or tenderly greeting fellow pod members. In moments of calm, one might observe a hippo using its massive lips with unexpected dexterity, carefully selecting choice morsels of vegetation with all the precision of a master chef. As the African sun sets, casting long shadows across the rippling waters, we might glimpse a hippopotamus rising from the depths, its cavernous maw opening wide in a spectacular display that seems to swallow the very light of dusk. This 4-foot-wide portal, framed by gleaming tusks and fleshy lips, is not just a mouth. It is a living cave, a natural phenomenon that continues to captivate and astonish all who witness it. In the presence of the hippopotamus and its massive mouth, we are filled with a sense of wonder at the magnificent creatures that share our world. Its immense oral capacity, a perfect fusion of form and function, serves as a powerful reminder of nature's boundless creativity and the awe-inspiring adaptations that have evolved over millions of years. As we ponder this living marvel, we are left with a profound appreciation for the hippopotamus, a creature whose mouth, capable of opening 4 feet wide, is not just a feature, but a testament to the endless wonders that our natural world holds for those who dare to look closely and marvel at the extraordinary in the seemingly ordinary. In the sun-baked savannas and lush river valleys of Africa, where life moves to the rhythms of nature's grand design, there lurks a creature whose abilities defy our expectations and challenge our understanding of the natural world: the hippopotamus. This amphibious titan, a living mountain of flesh and muscle, harbors a secret that never fails to astonish. Despite its colossal bulk, the hippopotamus can achieve speeds of up to 20 miles per hour, transforming this gentle giant into nature's unthundering locomotive. Picture, if you will, a beast weighing up to 3,500 pounds, as heavy as a mid-sized car, suddenly erupting into motion. The earth trembles, the air fills with the sound of pounding feet, and before your eyes, this mountain of muscle and hide becomes a blur of speed and power. At 20 miles per hour, a charging hippopotamus can outpace the fastest human sprinters and keep pace with the galloping zebra. It's a spectacle that challenges our very perception of what's possible in the natural world. Observe the hippo's massive form as it prepares to run. Its stocky legs, each as thick as a tree trunk, tense with potential energy. The creature's broad chest heaves, drawing in great gulps of air to fuel its impending sprint. Then, in an explosion of movement that seems to defy physics, the hippo launches forward, its 3,500-pound frame accelerating with a swiftness that leaves observers awestruck. Marvel at the precision of the hippo's gallop. Despite their enormous size, these animals move with a grace that belies their bulk. Their feet, each ending in 4 toes, strike the earth with pinpoint accuracy, propelling the animal forward with each powerful stride. The hippo's short tail stands erect, acting as a natural rudder, guiding this living projectile as it thunders across the landscape. Gaze upon the hippo in full flight, a sight that harkens back to a time when massive beasts roamed the earth. A hippo at full gallop is a force of nature unto itself, its speed and mass creating a living avalanche of flesh that can be heard from a great distance. The ground shakes beneath its passing, the air fills with the sound of its labored breathing and the rhythmic pounding of its feet. A thunderous symphony of wild, unbridled power. The hippo's incredible speed is not merely for show, but a crucial survival adaptation. In the face of territorial disputes or threats to their young, this surprising swiftness could mean the difference between life and death. Watch in awe as a hippo, despite its enormous size, outruns a pursuing predator or rival, its powerful legs eating up the distance, leaving its would-be attacker in a cloud of African dust. As we contemplate the hippo's remarkable speed, we are reminded of the incredible adaptability of life. Here is a creature that seems built for languid days in the water rather than high-speed pursuits, yet it can outrun many of its nimbler-looking contemporaries. In a hippo's gallop, we see a perfect fusion of mass and velocity, a living example of kinetic energy that would make physicists marvel. The sight of a running hippo challenges our preconceptions about size and agility in the animal kingdom. These behemoths, with their barrel-shaped bodies and stumpy legs, seem more suited to wallowing than sprinting. Yet when they run, they transform, becoming fluid expressions of motion that can cover vast distances at astonishing speeds. A hippo can maintain its top speed for considerable distances, a trait that serves the species well in its semi-aquatic lifestyle, allowing it to move swiftly between water sources. This incredible speed plays a crucial role in the hippo's complex social interactions. Territorial males use their surprising burst of speed to chase off rivals and maintain their dominance over prime stretches of river. In the frigid, mist-shrouded waters of the North Pacific, where icy winds whip across desolate shores and towering kelp forests sway in the deep, there once swam a creature of such magnificent proportions that it seemed to belong more to the realm of legend than to the world of flesh and blood, the Steller's sea cow. This marine colossus, a distant relative of modern dugongs and manatees, stood as a living testament to nature's capacity for creating life on a truly monumental scale. Picture, if you will, a beast so immense that it dwarfed even the largest whales of its time, its massive form stretching an awe-inspiring 30 feet from snout to tail, longer than a modern-day school bus. The Steller's sea cow, weighing up to a staggering 10 tons, was a titan among titans in the realm of marine mammals. This colossal weight, equivalent to that of 5 full-grown elephants, moved through the water with a grace that belied its enormous bulk. Observe the sea cow's most striking feature, its vast, barrel-shaped body, perfectly adapted for life in the cold northern waters. Unlike its sleeker cetacean cousins, the Steller's sea cow was a creature of straight lines and blunt edges, its form more reminiscent of a floating log than a streamlined marine mammal. Yet in this seemingly ungainly shape lay the secret to its success, allowing it to conserve heat and energy in its harsh Arctic environment. Marvel at the creature's thick, wrinkled skin, which could be up to 1 inch thick and was said to resemble the bark of an old oak tree. This living armor not only protected the sea cow from the biting cold of its habitat, but also from the sharp rocks and ice floes that it might encounter in its shallow coastal haunts. Imagine running your hand along this prehistoric hide, feeling the history of an entire species written in every fold and crease. Gaze upon the Steller's sea cow's broad flat tail, stretching up to 7 feet across, wider than a tall man is high. This powerful appendage propelled the animal through the water with surprising speed and agility, allowing it to navigate the treacherous currents and tides of its coastal home. Watch in awe as a sea cow uses its tail to breach the surface, its massive body defying gravity for a moment before crashing back into the sea in a spectacular display of power and majesty. As we contemplate this marine marvel, we are transported to a world both familiar and alien. Imagine vast herds of Steller's sea cows moving through the kelp forests of the Bering Sea, their enormous forms casting shadows over the ocean floor. These gentle giants, their small, expressive eyes peering out from wrinkled faces, graze peacefully on the abundant seaweed of their northern home, each individual consuming up to 150 pounds of vegetation daily. The sheer scale of the Steller's sea cow serves as a humbling reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet throughout its long history. Swimming beside one of these majestic beings, we would be utterly dwarfed, our human scale insignificant next to this mountain of marine flesh. The Steller's sea cow lineage stretched back millions of years, their ancestors having swum Earth's oceans long before the first humans appeared to marvel at their grandeur. Yet, for all their impressive size and peaceful nature, the Steller's sea cows could not withstand the arrival of human hunters in their isolated northern refuge. Discovered by Western science only in 1741, these magnificent creatures were hunted to extinction a mere 27 years later, leaving behind only bones and legends as silent witnesses to their former glory. Today, as we piece together the story of the Steller's sea cow from fragmentary remains and historical accounts, we are granted a precious glimpse into a lost world of marine giants. Each fossilized bone, each yellow journal entry, tells a tale of a creature that once dominated the coastal waters of the North Pacific, a tangible link to a time where the oceans teemed with life on a scale that staggers the modern imagination. The Steller's sea cow stands as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of species in the face of human activity. Its brief encounter with modern humanity, spanning less than 3 decades from discovery to extinction, serves as a sobering testament to our capacity to impact the natural world. Yet in its memory, preserved in museums and rekindled through scientific study, the Steller's sea cow continues to captivate our imagination, inspiring wonder at the magnificent creatures that have called our blue planet home and reminding us of our responsibility to protect the fragile balance of life in our oceans. Beneath the frigid, ice-flecked waters of the Arctic, a creature of myth and magic glides through the sapphire depths. The narwhal, often hailed as the unicorn of the sea, embodies the very essence of wonder and enigma that has captivated the human imagination for centuries. This extraordinary marine mammal, with its sleek, mottled grey body, cuts through the icy currents with an otherworldly grace, but it is the narwhal's most distinguishing feature that truly sets it apart in the pantheon of nature's novels. Protruding from the narwhal's head, a magnificent tusk spirals outward, reaching lengths of up to 10 feet. A natural masterpiece that seems to defy the very laws of biology. This elongated canine tooth, almost always emerging from the left side of the upper jaw, corkscrews counterclockwise as it grows, creating a structure of such exquisite complexity that it appears to have been crafted by the most skilled of artisans. The tusk's surface is etched with a mesmerizing pattern of ridges and grooves, each one telling a silent story of the narwhal's journey through life. As these majestic creatures navigate the labyrinthine channels between towering icebergs, their tusks slice through the water, creating swirling eddies that dance in their wake. The sunlight, filtered through the crystalline Arctic waters, catches on the spirals of these magnificent appendages, sending shimmering reflections across the underwater landscape. It's a scene of such ethereal beauty that one might easily believe they stumbled upon a hidden realm of magic, where unicorns of the sea reign supreme. The narwhal's tusk is not merely an ornament, but a sensory organ of unparalleled sophistication. Millions of nerve endings course through its length, allowing these remarkable animals to detect subtle changes in water temperature, pressure, and salinity. It's as if the narwhal carries with it a living, growing scientific instrument, constantly sampling and analyzing its environment with a precision that surpasses our most advanced technologies. In the vast, echoing chambers of the Arctic Ocean, narwhals gather in pods, their tusks creating a forest of spiraling spires that pierce the surface of the water. As they breach, their tusks thrust skyward, momentarily bridging the gap between sea and sky, like mystical pillars connecting two worlds. The sight is so breathtaking, so utterly surreal, that it seems to blur the line between reality and fantasy. During their elaborate courtship rituals, male narwhals engage in spectacular displays, crossing their tusks in elegant, synchronized movements that resemble an underwater ballet. The tusks clash and slide against each other, creating haunting melodies that reverberate through the depths, a symphony of nature that has echoed through these waters for millennia. As winter descends and the sea ice thickens, narwhals use their extraordinary tusks to break through the frozen surface, creating breathing holes that are crucial for their survival. In these moments, as the narwhal's tusk punctures the ice with surprising force, we're reminded of the perfect marriage of form and function that evolution has crafted in this remarkable species. The narwhal, with its unicorn-like tusk, stands as a living testament to the unfathomable wonders that lurk beneath the waves. It challenges our understanding of the natural world, inspiring us to look beyond the surface and recognize the magic that exists in the most unexpected places. In the narwhal, we'd find a creature that embodies the mystery and majesty of the ocean, a living legend that continues to enchant and amaze, reminding us that sometimes reality can be more wondrous than our wildest dreams. Deep within the lush, emerald heart of Africa's rainforests, a living colossus moves with surprising grace through the verdant undergrowth. The African forest elephant, a majestic titan of the plant kingdom, treads softly on the forest floor, its presence a testament to nature's awe-inspiring grandeur. Though smaller than its savanna-dwelling cousin, this magnificent creature still inspires wonder. Its immense form a striking contrast to the delicate ferns and vibrant orchids that surround it. As sunlight filters through the dense canopy, dappling the forest in a mesmerizing dance of light and shadow, the elephant's wrinkled grey skin takes on an almost ethereal quality. Each fold and crevice tells a story of wisdom and endurance, a living chronicle of years spent roaming these ancient woodlands. The forest elephant's ears, smaller and more rounded than those of the savanna elephant, fan gently in the humid air, creating a hypnotic rhythm that seems to echo the very pulse of the rainforest itself. Despite its compact frame, adapted for maneuvering through the tight spaces of its forested home, the African forest elephant is a giant in its own right. Weighing up to a staggering 6,000 pounds, these incredible animals are living proof that even in the realm of titans, there is room for diversity and specialization. As they move, their massive weight is distributed across wide, padded feet, leaving behind circular imprints in the soft earth. Natural works of art that serve as temporary reminders of their passing. The forest elephant's tusks, curved and gleaming, cut through the verdant foliage like ivory scythes, carving paths that smaller creatures will follow. These magnificent appendages, which can grow up to 5 feet in length, are not mere ornaments but versatile tools. They serve as formidable weapons, gentle digits for manipulating objects, and excavators for unearthing mineral deposits hidden beneath the forest floor. In the dappled sunlight, these tusks seem to glow with an inner light, their smooth surfaces reflecting the vibrant greens and golds of the surrounding foliage. As these gentle giants traverse their domain, they become unwitting architects of the forest. Their massive bodies create clearings in the dense undergrowth, allowing sunlight to penetrate to the forest floor and nurturing new life. The seeds of countless plant species hitch rides in their dung, dispersed across vast distances to sprout and grow, ensuring the continued vitality and diversity of the rainforest ecosystem. In this way, the African forest elephant becomes a keystone species, its very existence vital to the health and balance of its environment. The forest elephant's eyes, small in proportion to its enormous head, gleam with an intelligence that speaks of an ancient lineage. These soulful orbs seem to hold within them the collected wisdom of countless generations, a living link to a time when giants roamed the earth in even greater numbers. As they gaze out at their green world, one can almost sense the depth of their perception, the profound connection they share with the forest that has been their home for millennia. In the presence of these magnificent creatures, time seems to slow. The forest itself appears to hold its breath, the usual cacophony of bird calls and insect buzzes fading to a reverent hush. It's as if the very air recognizes the majesty of these gentle behemoths, offering a moment of quiet appreciation for their enduring presence in a rapidly changing world. As day fades to twilight and the forest is bathed in the golden hues of sunset, the silhouettes of the forest elephants become even more imposing. Their massive forms, backlit by the dying light, create a scene of such primal beauty that it stirs something deep within the human soul. In these moments, we are reminded of our own place in the grand tapestry of nature, humbled and awed by the enduring majesty of the African forest elephant.